Hi guys.
Hi, what you watching?
Uh, Global news, stuff about the failures of Mercosur.
Damn the news. I don't watch that.
Not that bad. I have to finish food as well. Got some fries here. Hmm.
I'm guessing it's chicken. Well, I'm not home, so yeah.
Okay, we got louder as soon as we got into the ad. Great. Let me pull this up now. Want to hear me eat McDonald's yogurt?
Grass, since this is my first time, you mind giving me a rundown?
I don't know who said that. Is there 4 people already? Hello to everyone who's here.
Eating stream.
I can't quite see you yet. My chat is just about formatted. And the yogurt is dead. What do I do with this? Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm ready. Is this your first time with Astroneer? Yeah, I guess you missed the other two, didn't you? Okay, welcome to Astroneer. Load up the grass system. I renamed this at some point. Was that yes last time? I don't know if it quite was. We are in the grass system.
Yeah.
So, this is a game about space. You explore space. It's very creative. There are some enemies, although it's mostly plants.
It is Ken first space Minecraft stream.
The only real enemies are the lack of oxygen, the plants,
the grass system,
and falling.
How creative.
I know, right? Look, because it's covered in grass, get it? It's actually just not true. Most of the planets aren't. That is where we're going next. This is the current planet. So we're currently on Silva. This is Desolo, and it's Silva's moon. So we're going to the moon, basically. Last time we actually formatted everything we needed. We've got resin. We've got aluminum. No, stop. Please. Buttons. Whatever you're doing, stop. Jesus. Basically, the first thing we're just going to do, we're going to go there, we're going to use the 3 resin to immediately build...
Where's the bad kidney?
The bad kidney? What? Say that again? What?
Can't believe the main enemy is a gamer weakness, plants grass.
It is! It's plants, fall damage, and oxygen. And, or specifically lack of fresh air, but maybe it's more just the fresh... Maybe outside of us is the fresh air, and we refuse to breathe it. Only wanting to breathe our stale, tethered air. Which, as of course, we all know gamers are used to. So large platform B will be 3 resin that we're going to build first, followed by 2 compound and aluminum. So we've got the 2 compound, the aluminum, and the resin. So we're immediately going to build those things. And everything else we need is in there. We are ready. Yeah, we did everything else last time. This is our base. And we did get to the center of the planet last time as well. We didn't really find much of interest there. Found some astronium, I think, and we got to, like, the core.
So mindlessly without the fun parts?
No, I wouldn't say so. There's less automation. It's like, you really do pretty much everything manually until late in the game where you can automate some very small amount. I mean, like, there's a fair bit of automation you can do, but you have to move a lot of things around for resources anyway, so... The automation is limited. Okay, so R1, launch to our planet. Oh, there's northern lights. That's cool and new. So you can see the planets here. This is Silva. That's the starting planet. Deslo is Silva's moon. That is a Trox, closest to the sun, very dangerous. Calidor, slightly closer to the sun. Actually a
Whoa,
decent
I
second
didn't
planet.
know you could fly.
Yeah. Normal space travel stuff. That's Glacio, farthest away. It's ice planet, and is it behind us somewhere? There it is. That's Visania, and Novus is Visania's moon. So our options really, Destilo and Calidor are the only like really options for like second planets. They're kind of one of the ones you need to go to. And then Glacio will be the third one we go to.
That's Serplo.
This will be like 4 and 5. Serpolo? Oh yeah. I mean, Calidor is definitely the Serpolo of Astroneer. Atrox is very much like the choked out
Ken,
planet.
we made it to the center of the first planet. There wasn't anything noteworthy.
Yeah, there was trophy earned blast off. Nothing noteworthy. There's Northern Lights here too. I don't know if that's accurate if there's no atmosphere. I don't actually think there'd be Northern Lights. Can I land below the Northern Lights?
What, you mean Iriker? Serpler is the purple plant.
Oh yes, sorry. Eric, here's the dry one. So, can we land below the Northern Lights? That's just the void. Where's the sun? Where is the sun? The lighting is a bit off on this half of the world. I think it's night. Let's land below here and see if these
Taste the
actually
northern
appear.
lights.
Let's see if
Obvious
these will appear
Serpler is
from the ground.
just a giant purple plant.
Oh, that's so cool. Trevor earned one small step. Where have I landed? Sorry? I mean, we should have actually thought about where we were going. We've landed somewhere in the mountains, which is not an optimal spot to be. That is very pretty. That is very cool. I did not know those existed. Okay, well, dear God, this is not a fun spot. So that's deadly.
We
That's
landed in a pit.
That's the dead plant. Don't touch that. This is a much nicer pit. I'm gonna dig a tunnel through connecting these two pits because I like that second pit more.
Touch it. Let's eat it.
Don't mind the urge to landscape creeping through. Okay, I actually really like this. I think this is very cool. That's not. That, We'll need to actually unpack the oxygenator, I guess. This doesn't have an oxygenator in it.
Pretty satisfying.
We'll come back for oxygen every once in a while. Let's begin setting up. It's very silent for a moment. Okay, first thing. I don't like how curved this area is.
Oh no, oxygen moment.
Don't worry, we just go back every once in a... This thing provides oxygen even though there's no actual oxygenator in there. So this thing will just fill up our oxygen. Our battery is apparently very limited though. It's gonna run out fast. As we're like trying to
Since
like
there's
dig
no
stuff.
enemies, what the ultimate goal?
Fun. The ultimate goal is you go to every planet, you get all the
Why
resources.
not just carry the ship with us?
Because that's lame.
But grass, you never do that.
A medium printer. Large platform B. It has no power. So this planet, each planet has its own like set of unique circumstances. This one has no wind. If we go into here, you can see planets. This is the first one, right? And you can see sun, medium, wind, medium. Here, sun is high, but wind is low. So we have less wind in exchange for more sun. And as you can see, the battery is already run out.
If Josh was able to painstakingly move the ship with him on every planet, you can do it too.
That's not. Stop cheating.
Josh?
So now, we wait for that to go. Pull out the Astroneer. Now, as soon as we plug that into something,
Josh from Let's Game It Out.
but we're playing with morals and dignity. So that thing will produce energy, and as soon as this is done, the entire thing gets easier, but we're gonna get one more night cycle in first. What we're gonna want is to scale up the top of this thing and put all of our solar power up there eventually. What is this? Oh, there's one of these. It just needs a refill of internal batteries. I can do that fairly easily. I can also switch that out to give us a bit more power. Ensure this actually gets done tomorrow. So as soon as this is done, we're going to build a soil centrifuge, and we're going to connect these up so our power is actually a lot stronger.
Wait, we're going for solar power? It doesn't look that bright here, or it's just night.
It's currently night, don't worry. It is just night.
Can you not be white?
What? Sorry, say that? What?
CT, the sun is high.
I am white. I got a cool silver visor. It looks like the stars are reflecting off of it.
It says you can change color.
Take that. Soil centrifuge. Lock that in. Connect that, and now that opens. Throw that on there too. So now we have some more proper power stuff going. Throw that in there. We want the oxygenator to actually move over to one of these. We don't want the oxygenator traveling with the ship. That'd be a mistake. Because then we're just going to come back and not have an oxygenator, which is not what we want. So allow me to bring this over here. That's just going to sit up there. And connect to that. So as soon as it's day again, we get some more power going.
Is there multiplayer in this game?
There is multiplayer
Dan
in this
just
game.
passed a building named Fat Tuesday.
What? A building named Fat Tuesday. Is that a real thing? Why do I not believe you?
What?
Put that there. Batteries both go there. We can get our beacon down at some
Probably
point.
shouldn't say that.
connect that to there for now. And then blue is the home color. For now, I will just store resources and stuff up here.
Grass, then why not play multiplayer?
We can later. I want to play solo. I want to go through and, like, actually just play the game without Ken running around and, like, digging the base out from under my feet. That's gonna temporarily get sacrificed.
Who will he play with? Ken, you got the game?
True.
But that sounds fun.
The other thing I can do is I can take this off and put that up there. What do we need first? We need probably resin for more platforms, although it depends what's around us as
I
well.
can't, but maybe he has friends. Maybe.
No. I do have some friends who play this game. I mean, depends what you consider a friend. There are some individuals I can possibly play this game with.
What about your sister?
That's one of them, although definitely not going to play with her. Okay, connect those up, and now...
Why?
That goes there. Because. There's a hole there. Is there anything else I want to connect? Maybe we could, like, widen this tunnel while we're looking for soil. I mean, this is a pretty nice tunnel. I don't want to mess with the tunnel. Let's dig down here and start getting a mine going. Welcome to the underground.
Eat all the planet.
Enjoy the fall. Don't stop.
How was your fall?
How was the fall? Is it that hard? Switch those out. I've lost all power. Or nearly all power. There's some compound net.
Can't believe you didn't know the correct lyrics to the Undertale song.
What a noob. What kind of person doesn't know the correct lyrics to that song?
So disappointed.
And you should be. What is this that I've dug into? Where am I?
So is there a limit to how much you can dig?
You can only go so far, kind of. And I'm out of soil. Yeah, that's a pretty approximate right shape of the underground. Oh, I should be running tethers down here, I guess, for power. Well.
I'm sure we'll be fine if we were to hit the stalactite that's right there.
Completely fine. There's nothing would go wrong. Okay. What do we have? Literally nothing. That is compound. That is also compound. There is nothing else down here. There's this big, like, couple of walls here for some reason. They're just, like, existing at weird slants.
Stalactite or stalagmitum?
Mite is on the bottom, height is on the ground, or on the top. This one's on the bottom, and this one's on the ground. I hope that clears things up, Ken.
Thanks.
There we go. Should maybe consider getting, like... Well, I guess once we get the wolframite from here, that's the main thing we're looking for. Aluminum and wolframite. What just crashed? Aluminum and wolframite are the main two things we're looking for. That was not correct. Thanks, game.
What about silicone?
So that is a composite material we will not find for a long time. I regret how close I put this to my actual, like, area here. Let me extend this section a bit. Oh wait, I'm just moving the soil here.
You can make silicone.
Yes, we can produce silicon. And then we'll funnel it into Mindustry through illegal inter-game teleportation. Please properly connect. It's just, no, it's never going to. Well, theoretically, those are close enough. Just line those up. Is that not...
There should be a game where it has a bunch of games in different genres but you share upgrades.
Just combine all of the games. And then it's all the same upgrade. It's all like shared tech tree. Okay. Let me say resin. Okay, let's get this onto here. That goes... that's wrong. That goes onto there. So you got the production, the printers, the beacon. This is going to move over as well. So put that onto there. I'm just going to inverse these so that we get all the resin going onto the one. And those can just go there for now. And so we only get power in day, and batteries will be very important. Let's go up... oh, we have resin there. Let's go up a cliff and see what we can
I don't
find.
understand a single thing you're doing.
Don't worry, that's fine. I don't have compound. Just watch the base get bigger and pretend you understand. We are gonna need like a proper hill out of here. Can I continue these but in the opposite direction?
Wow, base got bigger.
Here we go. Okay. Well, that almost worked. Okay, let's drill another platform B. A medium
Whoa,
source.
we're printing something.
You just watch and be amazed. That's all that's important. Just pretend you understand what's happening. Basically, the soil we're able to put into the centrifuge to make equipment. So we just come down here, grab some stuff, go back up, and make things. And then that's the gameplay loop for a little while. And then we're gonna go look for wolframite, which is the thing we can use to make better technology. So that's like the proper skill tree upgrade thing.
So right now you're looking for wolves.
What? Looking for wolves. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's close enough. We can't get copper on this planet as well. So we are limited to this very small amount of, like, this good power. Also, technically there's no atmosphere here, and yet we have wind. I'm not honestly sure how that works, but we are going to have to make wind power, because we don't really have any other way to get power. What I can also do, and I'm going to do, is borrow this and just run over here with it. Stick it in the crevice.
But you said no wind here.
There's no atmosphere here. Apparently there is actually wind. And that's just going to refill and then give us a research thing. How many research points do I have? I have 14,000 research. Organic clay. Clay will be important. That was fast. Thank you for your continued cooperation. That's the achievement. That's just a piece of garbage. That can go there. That's a research material. So with that, we're going to stick in a research chamber, and it'll give us research stuff. Put that in there. Yeah, we have these. I don't know what's going to go. This might honestly become the printer, and then this will become the soil centrifuge. We also need a spot
What be the lore?
I'm not honestly sure about the lore of this game. It's a bit weird at best. I think we might be in a simulation. I have to decide where exactly I want stuff. I could put the third printer here. Then this is like smelting and this is the soil centrifuge. I like that idea. So we get the smelter there and we get research to the sides here.
I meant lore in game.
I think that is the lore in game, that we're in a simulation. I don't know very much. As far as I'm aware, I believe that is the lore. Ground really does not want to be properly
back, gotta
flat.
ask for car antifreeze.
What? Okay. Sure thing, no problem.
Yum.
I don't understand what's going on with the flattening tool and why it's not actually making things flat. Okay, lock that in. Readjust that. Is this locked? Yes. Okay. Weird, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to need... This thing is going to serve a weird purpose. It's going to go here, and it's going to just connect our power supplies. because they cannot reach that far. We've got a limit. We're just barely exceeding it. So that just stays there now, and if we ever touch it, our base breaks. So nobody touch the line, am I clear? It's very important. I believe 2 compound and a resin. Get us a research chamber. We're still gonna get 2 of these up.
Try not to trip.
Hey guys, just to be clear, right? Don't trip over the floating power cord, or it breaks the whole base, okay? It's very serious, very important. You will be expelled from the colony at the first sign of foolishness. Shadows move fast. As the power is just gonna like go in and out very quickly here. We're gonna go down again. That is wolframite. Okay. We found the wolframite. That's a bishop. Don't worry about why there's chess pieces down here. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I really hate that. That's where that is.
Touch the plants to see what it does.
I don't know if I want to do that. You gotta remind me at the end of today's stream as well to look at the settings for the thing, see if we can actually be able to switch games. I kind of want to play some... I am a little bit tight for time. I didn't exactly do the history thing yesterday I was supposed to do. I just didn't. And so I've done it all today instead. And it's going pretty well. I've got a couple of like official things to do after this yet before I submit it later today. But I would also like to just play some Hollow Knight after like a 3-hour stream, so we might just switch games after a while. Unfortunately, it does still mean it's gonna like kick us out. There's nothing good here. It's all just garbage. What is that? Okay, let's not try and die as fast as possible. But we might test it at some point. If we do a multiplayer
Why not
thing...
this for 3 hours?
Well, we probably will do this for 3 hours. I mean, like, I might stream, like... I might do some more Hollow Knight P5, like, after that. We are going to do this for 3 hours, though. But it is finally Christmas break, which means I'm at least supposed to have some free time. I have hypothetical free time. What do you think? Do I hypothetically have free time, or do I have hypothetical free time?
Sure, I love Hollow Knight, emoji frowning face.
You're subject only to my whims, Ken. You have no free choice. You have no will. We can do poetry too. I forgot to do this yesterday, but I have like finished the poetry. I've also just got like I've got the books of like all the poetry that my class made. I don't know if I should necessarily read all of that out to you, but technically it's published.
Hypothetically, you
so.
could.
Hypothetically, I could. Okay, this is just logical tether design. Thanks, game. I don't have actually research material yet. Oh, we need a furnace. Make me some compounds. It's a little steep. Yeah, that's perfectly safe. I trust that.
Why does the ruins have the same tech as you? I mean, it's a simulation, but at least have some other aliens or something.
I mean, I think that is sort of a thing that you get later. Okay, so this is... Dear God, it's empty.
Architecture.
Do I dig that up? Yeah. 1,000 bytes. So that'll just keep going now. More power is going to be something we're going to have to invest heavily in. Grab some compound. We're gonna need another platform first. Because we're gonna need a spot to move this stuff. Oh, we have this too. Put that into there. And power will
You
just
don't have
completely
any
stop here,
solar
too.
power.
We've got a medium and a small. The stuff will just completely stop if we don't have power. We don't have an RTG generator, so we're not getting that automatic 1 per second no matter what that we had in the first planet. But when it's day, we're going to actually have a lot of power. Like, this is producing 4 per second, and it's actually doing more than that because the sun is high. This is producing, I think, 1. So we're getting more than 5 energy per second, and these things only take 2 and 2. So it's able to fill both batteries and produce both these things. You see, those are each taking
No
1 per
batteries.
second, and these are taking 2 per second. So that's 6 per second, and we're only getting a production of 5. So it's actually producing more than it says it is. Mine some more. Oh, we got these shells too.
Where's the batteries?
Don't do that. Now, the batteries are right here, these two things. What did that do? Open her up. Let's see. Let's move the batteries over to here. This isn't gonna be the permanent spot for power. Why are these not aligned? Why? The shells on, so these ones are Deslo shells. Remember the other ones were Silva shells or something. There's more of them there. So research isn't too bad, and we already have like loads of bytes anyway. We will need it still, though. There are things we have to look up. And this is where our furnace will go. At some point, the Auctioneer is probably just going to sit on one of these things with the research. That's just generally the best spot to have it compared to the other options. Medium storage. What do I need for a furnace? Smelting furnace, there we go. And then I'll have these 3 of those put on there. Solar panel over as well.
Back and I meant to say buy instead of ask for.
Instead of ask for? Yeah, so this is just going to take a while. At some point we'll move the power up top, because if we can do that now? No, because we'll need actual extension. Oh, do the extension things take copper? I might have done a stupid. I don't have this research. Are they here? Power extenders, yeah, they need copper. That would be the optimal thing we use to bring the power up here, because up here we're going to get more sun than we will actually down there. But being in the crater actually gives us less light. These are still backwards. Come on, furnace. Finish in time. I believe in you. And there we go. Now we have a working furnace, and we can start smelting the wolframite. And with that, the important upgrade is the chemistry lab, which needs ceramic, glass, and tungsten. So I'm gonna have to get some more soil and print some ceramic and glass. Or, I guess, clay and quartz, but, yeah, same thing.
Finally something fun, making meth.
That's not...
NGL, the storages looks weird, like they aren't a box, they are just 3 panels that we can put stuff on.
Storages? Like these things? There's the power.
2.
Yeah, they are interesting. We do get, like, actual containers of stuff later. That's what the tungsten is mainly used for. Okay, so let me get this going. Clay.
Just put stuff on the ground.
So we're gonna get some clay and then some glass. Goodbye, power. You left us too soon. And the battery's dead. Unfortunately, that top spike is, like, right blocking this thing. Yeah, the higher we get the power, the better. If there's a way to, like... If I can place, like, a single... Like, the batteries
Well, the power doesn't last that long here.
Yeah.
Should have gotten a bigger battery.
If I bring the batteries up to here, I can maybe, like, I can run them up here, perhaps. We will produce some... we can't produce bigger batteries, but we can make more batteries, because there's a certain surface element, sphalerite, that is found on this planet. And that's what we use for making batteries. So we don't find copper on this planet, but we can find sphalerite.
Can't you move the base?
I could, but that's a lot of work. That, I think, is ammonia. That's all just ammonia. Like, you can see it's already light up here. I think it's still not... Oh, I guess it is down there already. Where's the sun? They want to see the sun. There it is. We got vents, too. I don't recommend touching them. That's compound. I'm not seeing the sphalerite. I know Ken's about to tell me to touch it.
Let's vent. Vents. Can't you use the vents for heat power?
No, there's actually no thermal in this game, which is a little surprising. Like, there's wind power, there's generators which will run off organic, and there's solar, but that's it. And there's RTG, which I guess is presumably radiation? But what are the RTGs actually built with? I don't know where I'd find one. Medium battery. RTG is
Oh, so
nanocarbon
the
alloy and
vents are
lithium.
just for touching.
No. And we don't have lithium either. So lithium is needed for both these things. And nanocarbon alloy needs basically everything. How's this doing? 1,000. I don't believe you. You're not. It's not still on 1,000 bytes. You're lying to me. Dun dun. It's only it's halfway. That'll make some glass, and then this will start producing into that. Our power is still quite low, comparatively. Don't do that. Okay, chemistry lab. Ceramic, glass, and tungsten. And we need a spot to put it. I could dig in... Ooh. Hang on, I like this idea. Hold on, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
Why are you making the lab before power?
We have limited ability to make power. Thanks, Gabe. What the fuck is going on with these today? I don't know why they all, like, just want to come undone.
Get more solar.
I don't know why the flattening tool is so broken. Like, I don't have an alignment mod or anything. It's not trying to put it in line with the planet. It's just, like, not being flat. Which is the whole goddamn point.
Flat is relative.
Thank you. You're not wrong. But I swear it's thinking there's like two different variants of flat here. We need tungsten, ceramic, and as soon as that's done, glass.
Is there no foundation?
Foundation for what? What do you mean by foundation? SCP Foundation?
Flatness.
That doesn't answer
To
my
put
question.
stuff on.
Flatness to put stuff on? I mean, we can flatten the ground. These just kind of hook into the ground is the thing. That's all it is. And then this goes into that thing. But, like, these are the platforms. These hook into the ground. It's only up if you want to look at it. I can build some more stuff around the back here, I guess, for, like, power. And then I'll have around the back here be the, like, other thing. The chemistry lab.
Whoa, it's like it's built for uneven ground.
For uneven ground. It's as flat as I can... I want to make it flat anyway, just because that looks better. Why have you not been going?
Not having anyone to kill is making this kinda boring.
Ken, do you remember where we were 20 minutes ago? Now look at what we've created. Look at all that we've built, Ken. Look at it and be amazed. Isn't it incredible, Ken? The power's dead again. What is it for actual wind? Ceramic and aluminum.
That was an hour ago.
Let's go find aluminum. That was not an hour ago. Jesus Christ, it's been an hour. I want to get rid of this. I do kind of like the pillar. I don't like that, though. I'm sure taking out a crucial support pillar won't cause any problems. There we go, that's nicer. There's that. Aluminum is going to be more difficult.
Sure, there's progress, but when has there been any progress without the motivation to kill?
Right now, because I'm not motivated to kill anyone. Like, what is... That might be it. What grounds exactly are you arguing with me on? Oh, grass, in reality. Humans
That's what I'm saying, it makes it boring.
In reality, humans have always been motivated by murder. Competition is what has thrived for our civilization for thousands of years, Grass. Now, there's more tungsten, which we will need. What is this? Is that going deeper? Or is it not? Why is there no laterite?
Because it's fun, of course.
That is just even more tungsten. And some resin. Oh, it's tungsten surrounded by death. How lovely. There's the laterite. There we go. Research piece 2. Come on. Come on.
What's the pasta ore?
Even more holes. That one's actually a nice hole, though. There we go. Which pasta ore? Oh, that's resin. That's the yellow stuff we've been building with. I swear I keep seeing, like, Endermen teleporting around. I think it's just, like, the lines of stuff the stalagmites...
Sounds tasty.
Resin... I don't... Resin is not something you want to eat. Resin hardens... Resin basically hardens into a kind of plastic in real life. The stalactites appearing and disappearing
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like
pretty
Enderman.
sure Enderman from Minceruft is here.
Look. Not real Enderman, don't panic. How much does this thing have? 1,350.
Well, I also get hardened.
Don't say that. There's so many better ways to express yourself.
Holy shit, I'm a panic.
You can use your hair to express yourself instead of talking about hardening stuff. Just good tips, right? Never use the word any of the word hardened, thick, strong. Don't use any of those adjectives. It always sounds bad. Just say thing. This is where human language is going. Just say the word thing, and then it's fine. And then we know all exactly what you're talking about.
Fix?
Fix? You can say, I think you can say fix. Is there a reason you can't say fix? I need some more resin.
You said harden and something else. I heard fix.
A thick, THIC.
Be right back. Oh, thick.
Just don't use the majority of English adjectives and you're fine.
Moist.
Don't say, yeah, not that one either. Moist has been banned. Go get the ladder right. Oh god, that's a hole. Just a much faster way to get over here. Just abandon the tether and take the more direct route.
Are those plants insta-kill?
No, those ones are fine. Only some of the plants are genocidal. Jesus. That's a lot of laterites, okay. That was a ridiculously good mine. That'll be good for an extractor later on. Avoid the hole of death.
I mean the one with red eyes. If they aren't insta-kill, you should touch them.
These ones are fine. These ones only kill you if you dig them up. Whee. These ones are fine. These ones are nice. Those ones are the murder ones. These ones are fine. These ones are friendly unless you kill them. Those ones are just murderous no matter what. There are defensive flora and an aggressive flora. Defensive ones really only hurt you if you get too close or attack them. Aggressive will just kill you regardless.
Dig them up then. You need to see what they do.
They explode. Hey, Grass, can you murder that for me? I want to see what it does. I want to see what a corpse looks like when it bleeds, Grass. Can you do that for me? You think you got that? Okay, power. Okay, so this, the main thing we're going to be building is plastic, which needs carbon and compound. So I'm going to get this to make organic.
Hey Grass, can you aggravate something dangerous?
You aggravate something dangerous. No, because it will murder me. So now we're going to make some organic here. And then we're going to smelt the organic into compound. Or, sorry, carbon. And then alongside the compound, we're going to be able to make some new stuff. Storage. There we go. And then we'll be able to make plastic. And then plastic is the main resource we're here for. Technically, it's the tungsten. Tungsten is why we're on this planet. Where am I going? I need soil. Tungsten is why we're on this planet. Plastic is what the tungsten is used to make. Well, sort of. Tungsten gets the equipment to make plastic. Plastic is why we're here. Tungsten is what we're here for. Sliding for over 10 seconds is an achievement. We got it yesterday. I'll need to make more ceramic as well. need ceramic and the aluminum we get there to make more wind power stuff. We still need to go on this across the surface. Grab one of those. Let's go try and find sphalerite.
Just build a giant ramp into the sky. Yesterday.
Last time. Did I say yesterday? If so, I did not mean to. What is that? Huh. What is that? That's just compound over there. That's research. I don't know what this thing is. This is also just compound.
Build a space ramp and leave this planet.
A space ramp. That's a hole. It looks like granite.
Actually, is it possible to leave a planet without using a rocket? Is there a build height limit?
Yes, but not in the way you describe, and I don't know. What is this? There's a thing on that debris here.
Wait, I already know that answer. There is a build limit. Woe of past victims.
Is there really? Past victims. Ooh. Nice. Explosives. Small solar, nice.
Only one way
And
to find
ammonia.
out. Grass.
How wonderful. I do love me some explosives. That is the sphalerite. There we go. Yeah, branch off of that. Is that clear enough? Yeah, it's clear.
This place isn't flat.
The closest thing to natural flat wheat. Well, not even close. Mostly flat, kind of. Did that planet just run away from me? Do you see how fast that retreated? Grab one more. So this is the battery material. Am I like one away? Great. Whatever. That's the battery material. I just go this way? This is a horrible idea. I'm standing next to death.
You need a car.
Throw that in there. I want to move this far away from everything important. We can get a
We have
buggy.
a truck on a different planet.
We can get a buggy, but they're not generally that good. Okay, begin to smelt the sphalerite, and that'll give us more batteries. Look that in.
We can always build more trucks probably. Grass, you're supposed to put the explosives near your infrastructure.
Oh, I see, I see. I've been doing that wrong, I think. Oh, well, I'm sure it's not that important. This is actually gonna get itself. Oh no, not quite. Because there's one space. Yes, this is gonna start making sphalerite, which we can then turn into batteries, and the ceramic aluminum. Whoops. We can turn into do that. Wind turbines.
You need more power. Put them near your infrastructure and light it up. Something special will happen.
Medium wind turbine. And the compound we stick over there.
3 diamonds.
We combine with. We're not actually getting any organic yet.
It's an Easter egg they added in the newest update.
Oh, really? Is it? Come on. Finish the wind producer. It's not going to finish the wind thing in time. Yes, it's got some wind power, yes. This thing is producing 5, but it's actually going to produce less. It'll produce only like 2 or 3. Because the wind is low. So when it's
Down
windy,
here.
instead of getting 10 from these, it's only going to produce like 4 to 6 out of these from the wind. Look at that. That's cool. You can see like the shadow, but only the part of the shadow that's not like glass. That's very cool that it's like that, like close in attention to detail. Like yeah,
Why are you putting it in the ditch?
we wanted to mimic the shadows. The wind is the same down here as it is everywhere. Wind doesn't actually change. Light will change if there's things blocking it, but wind doesn't change by how high or low it is. It works underground too. Light will only work on the surface though. Solar has very specific requirements, and it like actually tracks where it'll be on. Again, you can see it's not on right now, but as soon as the light reaches it,
Makes sense.
then it turns on. But the wind works anywhere. Even though realistically this will be the place with like the least wind. Now this becomes batteries. And now this, right? Look at this. We combine carbon and compound into plastic. Okay, it's almost there. Give it a very brief moment.
Finally, even better pollution.
one moment. It's almost done. We need a hand crank on these things. And ta-da. Trophy earned, do science
Maybe
to it.
TMR.
And now, plastic. And plastic is used for a truly great thing. Ready? Plastic.
Pollution efficiency increased.
Medium fluid and soil canister, medium resource canister. 1 times plastic, 1 times glass. Grab a plastic. Grab a glass.
That's completely useless.
Go to the small printer. Wait for it to finish up. Create a medium resource canister.
Just put stuff on the ground, SMH.
But Ken, the ground doesn't allow you to transport resources between planets. This does. This thing will hold up to 32 of a single nugget of resource. So I can stick 32 wolframite into one of these, load it onto the ship, and then we go. And that is the incredibility of this. The other important thing...
Why is everything automatically turned into a box once it's made?
Convenience.
You can stick 3 to pasta.
Medium shuttle, 2 ceramic, and aluminum alloy. We don't have the ceramic anymore, although we can make some once I get some more soil. Aluminum alloy, aluminum and copper. Fuck me, I needed to bring copper. I'm stupid. That's what the thing was. Oh, god damn it. Can I only go back with 1 set of it now? I'm gonna need to fix that at some point.
Just go back.
Ooh. That's bad. I did a fuck up. Well, fuck. That is suboptimal, but it's not the end of the world.
Finally, I can see the mainland.
Those are some cool
A
northern
fucky
lights.
wookie, one would say.
A fucky wucky, one would say. Yes, of course. I fear no man, but the fucky wucky, it scares me. Okay, let's get like 3 clay, so we get some more ceramic, and then the rest is gonna be like compound, because we ran out of compound as well. What do we need so much aluminum for? I've just got like extra aluminum. This is very unfortunate, because I definitely wanted the... Like, we'll be able to make it to go to the next, to go to Glacia. Because we'll be able to, like... Yeah, we'll make one of these, and we'll have to bring copper and sphalerite. And just enough wolframite. Wolframite, we don't actually need... We're not going to need a lot of. We'll just need to bring copper... We'll bring a thing of copper, a thing of sphalerite, and enough wolframite. Or do we bring copper and... Or do we bring sphalerite and wolframite? And just enough copper. Because copper is not going to be needed for much. Technically we could bring one of each, but then we're like going to be very resource short for the initial bit?
I have no idea.
Think harder, Ken. Think harder. I think we're gonna bring just some copper. That's probably the best idea. Because the copper, the only thing we would need it for is the aluminum alloy, which doesn't need to be used for actually that much. Like, the big thing here, right? It needs titanium alloy, chips, and ceramic. Well, titanium alloy is just titanium and nitrogen. Nitrogen,
Whatever you said.
Yeah, we'd have to go back to the main planet anyway, wouldn't we? Yeah, So we can't build the big ship anyway. Don't unplug that, sorry. Don't do that. That one needs tungsten carbide and steel. I know rubber doesn't need it. Steel is fine. Tungsten, that's just tungsten and carbon. Yeah, iron will just need the iron thing, and steel will need... What is steel? What metal? Iron, carbon, and argon. Yeah, we have all those. So we won't be able to make these things. They all need aluminum alloy. That's fine. So we'll just have limited copper resources. So we'll have limited copper and therefore limited aluminum alloy because that needs copper, but that's going to be the only thing we're really short on. Time to go mass mine wolframite, I guess. Give me some quartz. We could get lucky and find copper somewhere as well, although that's not... It's not going to have very good odds of happening. This game needs more music.
This game needs more people.
See how satisfying this is, Ken?
It's so lonely.
Ah, man up. It's lonely and peaceful. Look at all that. Look at all that compound, Ken. Ken, you are left to solo colonize a
The
galaxy.
digging is satisfying.
You are equipped with simple reproduction machines.
Up where?
No. Not even good. How that joke works. That's not right. You have these simple self-reproducing machines. Not even self. And you have to just use them to colonize this galaxy.
Reproduction machines.
The printers. You are there left with simple printers that can reproduce themselves, and your job is to colonize and steal every resource from this galaxy. That's not an easy task, Ken. It's satisfying for every single resource you steal.
Oh, I thought you meant like robots that...
No, but no, Ken. Your robots keep having sex without you. Introducing.
But it isn't fun stealing when there isn't anyone losing something.
These planets could have sustained life, Ken. At least Silva, Visania, Novus. I think oxygen... How many of these planets is oxygen on? Because you need liquid water, which Silva, at least to some degree, it has plant life.
Grass, maybe you shouldn't finish the joke.
Silva has plant life. It could like develop actual creatures at some point. Life, conscious life could develop. And it's out of hydrogen and nitrogen. That's incredible. Where is oxygen? Is there just no oxygen? This game has oxygen, right? Apparently not. Without oxygen, Ken, with no oxygen, life appears on Silva, Visania. Actually, all of them have plants. This galaxy is full of life, Ken. Teeming with possibilities. And I'm stealing its shit.
How is there no oxygen?
Oxygen's overrated anyway. Oxygen is a government conspiracy to stop you from building a ladder that goes up into the sky too high, and finding out that there's actually just a barrier there keeping in all the gravity.
Yeah, I don't breath oxygen, I breath space.
Okay, like here's a thing you can do to test for it, right? Trevor into exodynamics outreach. I don't know why I got that. I think it's a bite thing, right?
Oh, you mean the flat Earth dome? That's common sense.
Exactly. Take your hand, wave it back and forth really fast, right? You feel all that like pressure and force against your hand, right? That's the gravity. That's not. They say it's air. I say it's gravity. When I breathe in, nothing goes. I don't see anything goes into my mouth. Trust me, I checked. I looked in the mirror. I have a mirror right here next to me. I breathe in, nothing goes in. There's nothing in there, right? It's just the gravity you feel when you move your hands back and forth. They're keeping the truth from you, Ken. Don't believe their lies. I forgot to actually print
Gravity
things.
isn't real, it's just ploy to sell more apples.
That's good. Let me block that real quick. It's out of researching stuff. That's not the right spot. Yeah, that's not gonna irreparably damage that specimen or anything. Just let it bounce down, I'm sure it's fine. Let's get some... quartz? Yeah, we'll need more quartz. Sure. now you can see another amazing thing.
Grass, how's your videos going?
Medium fluid and soil canister. What videos? Cat's not been making anything. I haven't asked Cat to make anything in a while. What do you think we should turn into a video? I can ask Cat to edit any of the things we've done up to this point, right? Like, we could do a recent thing, or we could do something like... We could turn, like, the Death's Door things into a series, right? We could take just one of the series we've played. We could do, like,
Grass, you're supposed to make things.
I've been taking a break. I've been streaming. We could do Shadow of the Colossus. We could do the hell that was Shadow of the Colossus and turn that into videos. That'd be interesting. Would you like to see me suffer?
Just play Mendoza for 20 minutes.
That's not... Those are horrible videos, though, because they're just... It's basically nothing, right? Like, you get such little amounts of stuff done. You can't do Mindustry for 20 minutes. The whole reason I started streaming was specifically because I was recording a whole bunch... Do you remember this? The reason you probably won't. I started streaming because I wanted to play a bunch of Mindustry. Basically because I think it was over... It might have been winter break. I think it was spring break.
The people will want more.
I think it was spring break. It was over spring break, and I wanted to just play a bunch of Mindustry, and I wanted to make a bunch of Mindustry content. So I made, like, 10, 20-minute videos, just, like, back, like, one after another, not waiting to upload them. Just, like, I uploaded, like, so many of those in a single day. And I was like, if I can figure out streaming, I can just do this all at once. That's literally why I started streaming. I think that was, like, almost a year ago now. Have I been streaming for a year? How long have I been streaming? Printer blocked, waiting to send. My phone's got some broken notifications because my printer is busted. So when I started streaming, it was literally to do that in Mindustry, because I was trying to play through a level, but it was taking so long.
But it's gonna be more productive and profitable with a lot of 20M videos.
It was over a year ago.
And also probably 2 years.
It probably has been too, hasn't it? What do you mean Skyrim was a year ago? Oh, that was VR Skyrim. I played VR Skyrim. It really geez, it's been 2 years, yeah, hasn't it? This was... June 5th. This was a summer break.
I remember how boring that was.
It was summer break is when I did the first stuff. So it's been like a year and a half of streaming now. Yes, the whole point of doing streaming was literally for that Mindustry. Because like the 20-minute videos were just like so long and meaningless. Like, okay, we can test this, right? Let's compare. That doesn't actually do anything. As long as I'm still breathing, we're fine. Put away the drill. Just don't let me die of oxygen starvation. Let's compare, like, the views that these actually get, right? If it makes a difference. Wait a minute. Are we supposed to have a meme off? Oh no, first Centennial. Okay, thank God. I made it the Centennial meme off, not the annual meme off. I was worried in like 2 months you're gonna have to have the meme off again. I forgot about that. I forgot about so much of this. Okay.
And now look at what we're doing. Mostly all streams and almost no videos.
Yeah, I prefer the stream stuff though. The engagement I get with the viewers.
I mean I can wait till next century, I guess.
Look, we'll all be immortal by the time the next century rolls around. Just don't let me forget about it, okay? Because that'd be really awkward if, you know, it's the first centennial meme off and we just forget about it. If it's the second centennial meme off and it's just forgotten. So the stream of Mindustry got 22 views. The test, for whatever reason, got 35 views. Okay. So these things got like 20 to 40 to 70 views, 20 to 80 views, 20 to 100 views maybe. If I go...
Test was iconic.
Test was iconic. Of course it was. When was the last time I made, like, consistent videos? Was it Duet? Duet might have been the last time.
To Grass, message from, Mom, dear, please respond to me. It has been 8-9 days. I hope that you are okay, bye, dear. One message added to, on. Grass, don't worry about the Mindery Eye videos pre-Ken.
Don't worry about the pre-Ken Mindustry videos. I am looking for... Where is it? I'm looking for those videos. This was I remember this era. Approximately. This all feels so real. This being over a year old. This being almost...
The one with the red core thing.
This being almost 2 years old feels very wrong. That's Redcon is almost 2 years old. What the... Why did I... I don't know why I made a video of that. Found them. Here we go. Okay, these...
Grass, you should react to yourself and upload that as a video.
The Mindustry videos actually got decent amount of views. 40, 20... But 40, 30,
Message
20,
from
20,
Dad.
20...
Added
25,
to reading other messages.
12, 15, 15, 10, 25, 10, 12, 10, 10, 10, 15, 10, 20, 25. So those weren't even that good. The stream got more views. The stream got more views in the end. What is this one? 29. Did I fuck up my naming scheme? 28?
That's because I was there, of course.
Yeah, I fucked up the naming. Hang on. Physical impact schematic. Mindustry 28. Thought this would be impossible. Mindustry 28. Wait, that would mean this is 29. Which means... the first live stream isn't Mindustry number 30. It's Mindustry number 31. Oh my god, I've been living a lie.
Buffering.
I've been living a lie. It's been fake this whole time. It wasn't Mindustry, it was 31. Fuck me. I'm a buffoon.
Don't spam emojis.
I have to fix it. Hang on. Fix that. It's number 29.
My life is ruined.
30.
Don't fix it.
It's
history.
It's history. You can find it on the Wayback Machine if you really want to go and find it. And 30, there we go. It's fixed. First line of stream of Mindustry, number 31.
Just like my dad, ha 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 ha. Well, time to change every Mindusty number after 28.
Hang on, is there... If I search up Mindustry 30...
Who the hell linked it in the way back?
There we go. Is there a Mindustry 31? There is a Mindustry 31. It knows it's the live stream. Is there a Mindustry 32? No matching videos. If I search, like, 33 even... No, it's not found anything. This is always interesting. Just searching up numbers in my channel brings back really weird videos. Like, here's one from 2 years ago, testing an incomplete S-tier defense team. Really? I doubt that. Raid Shadow Legends number 33. Random Magic. Magic Survival number 33. With 32 views. Trying to get 321 money for the Greed Challenge. Miner Gun Builder number 33. And that one has almost 1,000 views. The other game broke, so more Stormbound. Stormbound number 33. What if I search, like, 5? Ken, what's your favorite number? Oh, and this, right? Cool thing.
You know it's 7.
Gotta be 7. Okay, so let's look up 7, right?
I'm hurt. On Jurassic World 2.
Oh.
I just stared at a goat, with my mouth open, hours.
This is so weird. So, you know what it's giving me? It's giving me something from 7 days ago, 1 month ago, 7 months ago, 9 months ago, 11 months ago, 11 months. Quite a few from a year. A lot from a year ago. A couple from 2 years ago, and a couple from 3 years ago. A lot from 1 year ago, actually, is the most. So, Infinitoad 7 Part 1, Infinitoad 7 Part 2, Plants vs. Zombies, the 2 Seed Slot Challenge Part 9. I don't know how that's got to do with 7. There's no 7 in this title. Because, of course, 9 minus 2 equals 7. I haven't played this game since I was 7 in Sanaquarium 1. Mindustry Level 2 Part 1, Mindustry number 7.
Just do this in your React video or stream. We need to see.
You need to see. I'm not gonna, like, show you back through every analytic. The best deck for Mega Deck. Mega Deck Challenge 1, Part 1, CR 117. That's not exactly how I would classify 7. Also, it's got CR 117, but not CR 7. Great. A Poisonous Purple Dragon, Terraria Journey's End number 7. PVZ Heroes
Was that
7.
the Ken of 2-1? Emoji flushed face.
We got Island War 7. Clone Armies 1. I don't know how this is 7. This might be a description thing? Yeah, I show Clone Armies in the first 7 levels. So it's a description it's pulling up for some of them. Magic Survival number 7. Brawl Stars number 2 and number 7. I don't know what number 2 is. What's this got in the description? I use 7 different characters to win games in Brawl Stars. Man, my descriptions are shit.
Clone these visuals in your mouth.
Odd Bot Out. That was a fun... I remember Odd Bot Out. That was a fun game. That was 2 years ago. That feels so wrong. Magic Survival and Island War were 2 years ago. In Sanaquarium was 3 years ago. That is so wrong. Oh, God. What is this one? World Box, Stormbound, Voodoo Banka,
He should play Jurassic World 2.
Soul Knight, Rukoi Online. What does 7 Spirits look like? Magic Survival number 64. Oh, what? CR Clash Royale level 1 number 7. Ah, yes.
Isn't that a movie?
Miner Gun Builder number 7. With 8.3 thousand views. It's very interesting. I had like 3 big series back from videos, right?
No, it is a game.
It was just... Was it even 3? I don't even know if it was 3. Island War, yeah, Island War, and so like you can see they have the most views. Island War 7 has 174 compared
Just
to
like
things that have
real
1 and 2. Magic Survival has 500. The other Magic Survival only has 46. And Minor Gun Builder is 8.3 thousand, whereas everything else surrounding it has between, like, 12 and 57. We got Antimatter Dimensions, we got, Plague Inc., Death Palette. I remember Death Palette. That was 2 years ago as well, jeez. Triglov, that was 7 years ago too. Polytopia 7.
Grass say ERM. This is so fun.
Chess. Hollow Dungeon was 2 years ago. Undestroyed number 4 for some reason. Undestroyed was 2 years ago. Mather Gun Builder, of course. What else we got? Subscribe to My Adventure was 2 years ago. Was 1 year ago. Subscribe to My Adventure was over a year ago. It was close to 2 years ago, but not quite. Not
Play
quite.
The Sims.
Is there anything else major on here? Physics Simulation Building Destruction, of course. Auralux was over a year ago. Space Flight Simulator. I don't know why 7 is appearing for so many of these from a year ago. Magic Survival TYA number 7. What does TYA stand for? I don't know what that means. 2-year anniversary. Oh, right, because there's Plants vs. Zombies here. I fucked it up again. There's a 2-year anniversary number 7 and a 2-year anniversary number 7. Fuck me. It's the same. My numbers. No. How have I done this bad? Redcon.
Grass, did you know that Astroneer was 7 minutes ago? They should make grass. Grass can't count confirmed.
Terraria, Last Day on Earth Survival. This one, Quadline. I remember Quadline. Did I ever upload the last...
type either.
Did I ever upload the last video of Quadline? I have the last video of Quadline. It glitched. And I lost the Quadline thing. So I never quite uploaded the end of that game. Because the video broke. And then Rain World number 7 and Stardew Valley number 7. Jeez. I forgot about I remember, so many of these games. Balloons TD Battles 2 number 7. Oh, what is TFE2?
Grass play.
What is
Sussy School Grounds?
What is TFE2? What is TFE? It's some, space game. We will have stone one way or another. Guys, he said stone. That's like rock. Right, Ken?
No idea.
The fact that some of these were so long ago.
TFE is X.
I've been making videos for 3 years. Well, doing YouTube for 3 years. That's ridiculous. I do remember
Rock and stone.
I think by the end of this year. By the end of the
rock isn't a piece.
By the end of this school year, it'll have been 4 years of doing YouTube. And the original goal, right? The goal was do you remember these goals? It was 10 subscribers after a year, which we surpassed, 100 after 2 years, which we got after 1 year, 1,000 after 3 years, which we actually got after 2 years, and then 10,000 after 4 years, which we didn't get, or we're not going to get probably, unless something drastic changes. We've been stuck at 1,700 for ages now. It kind of did stop going up after I stopped making videos, but school got more important. Really, going into grade 11, the school stuff got really hard. This is a story I got. I guess I can mine at the same time.
I'm going to do a live stream on playing Minecraft on being better than grass.fan.
something my mom had when she was in school was she would end up not doing her work, and she was generally kind of not a very good student. How much do I have left? 3. And so what they tried doing was putting her in easier classes, and what they found was, well, easier classes aren't working, she's doing just as bad, if not worse, in the easier classes. Yeah, so my mother.
British.
Mom, I can say mom. I can say it however you like. Is this really the important part of the story? Wait, can I just... Hang on. I gotta test this now. And so what they found was...
My mom.
What they found was when they put her in harder classes is actually when she did better. So what, as it turns out, she was just bored out of her mind with the easy stuff. Which ended up kind of being how it was for me. I would always say this mainly about math, of like, it feels like busy work because all the math is too easy. Oh, it's incredible. I didn't know you could do that. That's amazing. I always thought it felt like busy work. Everything was like just... It's all busy work, the math. It's not actually like, we're not learning anything new. The last time I learned something new in math, right, was like grade 5. And so I'm like, what's the point of even being in math class?
666 is a new.
Why did it do that?
Mom, fur.
No.
Grass, do you know that you can count past 10?
Past 10. So, I was like, well, this is all... Like, I'm not learning anything new in the math course. Like, we learned the Pythagorean theorem in grade 8. That was it.
CAP.
Everything else was such ridiculously lame math. And so what they realized with my mom is they needed to put her in harder classes, and then she started, like, then she got really interested in the material and she did better. So harder classes allowed her to do better. And for me, I kind of found the same thing. I wasn't interested in science or history or any of that until we got into the really hard stuff. I went into grade 11, and I specifically chose the hard class equivalents, and bam, it's all fun suddenly. Because now I'm in the hard advanced classes, and now I'm actually interested in stuff. And so when I started doing YouTube in like grade 9 or something, it was like around COVID. It would have been, might have even
It's
been
only
grade
1,
8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 0.
It just resets. So it was like grade 8 or 9. I started doing, I think it was 8, I guess. To 9, 10, to 11, to 12. Yeah. Grade 8, I started doing YouTube. And then... Like, the idea was originally, like, we'll see what happens by the end of high school, right? Because I don't expect, like, I'm just going to have a bunch of free time. I may as well, like, throw it on YouTube. And then, like, for the remainder of grade 8, it was only a little bit of it, like, a few months. And then 9 and 10, it was up, like, you know, it was COVID, so there was loads of time for YouTube. Nothing was really important too much. None of the classes were hard. But then grade 11 got, wow, this is really hard, and I gotta focus, and the free time I do have, I want to spend doing my own stuff. But so it got a lot harder suddenly, and I really enjoyed it. And that was last year, so a lot of last year I just didn't, YouTube really slowed down, because I was focused on doing other stuff, or doing my own stuff. So I did a lot less YouTube, it was very inconsistent, and then this year it's kind of, but I started streaming it as was the equivalent. There was a period, I think, where I was doing both streaming and videos, but it was very brief. And then it became full-on, like, the videos started dropping off, and it became just streaming, and that was a nice compromise, because I like being able to sit down for 3 hours and do a thing, but I'm a lot worse at sitting down for 20 minutes and doing a thing. I have some task initiation problems, too, so I can really easily sit down and do a thing for hours at a time, but, like, starting the thing will be hard. Like, yesterday I didn't actually get any work done on the history thing, because I never started it. But today I basically just I got distracted a lot today. But at one point, around like 3, I sat down and I just started working on the thing and I got a lot of work done. So So like the 20-minute videos didn't work as well for me, but the live streams where it's just sit down and play a game for 3 hours are really nice. Oh, computer went off. Is there more wolf mites?
Great, you and your mom is super smart. Got it.
So these things can automatically just take soil from you. And they're big soil, like soil storage
And
things.
you both also like it hard.
But don't say it. What do we say about the H word? There's a bit of wolframite above.
You said it yourself.
That's not what I said, though, is the thing. I guess technically I have said things that confirm everything you just said. Did I take fall damage there? Have we run out of wolframite?
Context, context.
Context, context. That's not... You can't just say context, context. Just, like, dismiss it outright. Ow. I am gonna, like, fall to my death here.
But he just did.
Look, I'm aware he just did, and that's gonna pose a real problem for me.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Where's your health?
There's no health bar. There's just like, if you get hurt, it glows red around the side. Just because health generally isn't, like, all that noticeable. Where is the previous pile of... Here it is. That's the ladder right that way. Yeah, so the video's kind of just slowed down. And at this point, like, I'm happy doing the streams. If we do video stuff, I want it to be more, like, edited. So I don't mind doing videos, but I want it to be... I want it to be something that will actually, like, be more in, like... I'd want to be able to watch it myself, right? Like, I watched the reindeer video because it was actually funny, right? Oh, hole to the abyss. Great. We've mined all the way through.
I don't know, I'm used to it being long and uncut. The abyss requires feeding.
Hey, Grass, why don't you just throw yourself into the abyss? You know, like any responsible cultist would. How far is this? 7 more. 5 more.
When Cat cut the farm video, I felt like I was missing something.
Have you watched YouTube content before? You know this is like how it's usually structured, right? It's like, it's usually just the fun bits, and most people enjoy watching the fun bits.
Yeah, for other people.
So you're a stream person then?
But you're different.
You're a stream person as opposed to like a video person then? Or do you mean
Fun
like...
fact, Cult of the Lamb is adding adult content into the game.
That can't be correct. What the fuck? Why did I get popped in the air? Like, this game is fun, but it is not the most stable. $18.31. So I can hold one more of these.
Hey Grass, you should play Cult of the Lamb. I heard it was a good game.
I actually put 2 more on there. I've seen some of Cult of the Lamb. That is such a dangerous goal. This is ridiculously dangerous. I've seen some Cult of the Lamb. I don't think I'd be too interested, though. I can get a pretty good feel for a game if I'm gonna like it or not. Like, pretty fast. Don't fall.
I've only seen the 3-4 and I don't know what the game is.
The 34? I need to get like a truck down here.
Just add rule before the number.
Oh, what? That's not a thing. I'm certain that's not a thing. I will look this up right now to disprove you. Do I have to do this, Ken? There is no way there's official that in the game.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Cult of the Lamb.
You're tricking me. You're lying, is what you're doing.
Not in game.
Not in... You said in game. CT said into the game. No, hang on. This needs to be incognito.
It's not out yet. Grass, you misunderstood.
Did I? I have to turn off blur. Well, I guess that was inevitable. This is, like, mild. Well, is the protagonist in that game female?
And also incognito does nothing.
Look, it makes me feel better. Does it really do nothing? I mean, it keeps it out of my search history. This is pretty mild.
There's a black sheep. Oh yes, back in the old time looking up 3-4 on stream.
How do you spell being? Okay, I accidentally hit enter and
Good
half.
old days.
Okay, here's a question, right? What happens if you go to Google and you type half a question?
B-A-N.
Yeah, here, so what happens if you go to Google and type half a question, half adult content, right? I accidentally typed, is adult content being a? Bring a. Even, not... It's mainly just brought up manuals and signs of warning adult content. You know, if you need to, like, warn your employees for something.
Google will remember that.
Google will remember that. This isn't real. This isn't real. That's not true. This isn't real. Well, the developers played into it for a while.
Yeah, it's not safe for work. Got to warn your employees.
While the developers played into it for a while, they quickly clarified that they weren't actually going to add a sex mechanic into their game. Great. Thank you, Google. And now please burn that incognito tab.
Grass, you shouldn't say the S word.
No, but I'm reading a news article. It's okay. YouTube loves the news, right? I'm here reporting on news, guys. Come on. And YouTube is a subsidiary of Google, I think, if I'm using that word correctly. And Google itself used the word.
Damn, I didn't see that part of them saying they aren't gonna actually do it. No, YouTube loves money.
And they get less money if they show less people the stream. I'm not monetized, right? They don't have to pay me anything. They make more money if they show people the stream because the ads they see on this stream all go directly into YouTube's pockets. It'd be a bad business decision.
And YouTube is hypocritical.
Exactly. It'd be a bad business decision for YouTube to demonetize this video. Not even what would they do to it? What would they do to it exactly? Demonetize it? I'm already not monetized. Take that, YouTube. I'll demonetize myself, and then there's nothing you can do to stop me. Genius strategy. They never saw it coming. Has it been about 2 hours now? Yeah.
I've been demonetized and I'm not monetized.
Just YouTube. Demonetized. Take that.
Probably get a strike and get your account terminated.
Ah, so you want to test us, do you? So this now, right? Naval output.
Wait, no.
Ta-da.
I meant copyrighted.
Who's gonna copyright the word? Who's gonna copyright the S word? Look, I hate to inform you, that's not a word people have, like, a copyright on.
I am.
This part right here, he said the S word, YouTube. I want to copyright that. They'd probably go through with it. They'd probably let you copyright them. They'd probably let you copyright it. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what someone should do?
You have to pay me every time you say it. I've been copyrighted and I'm not monetized.
Copywriting happens all the time, yes. That still happens. Mostly it's trolling. Mostly it's not actual valid I think literally every time I've been copyrighted on YouTube, there's probably a couple hundred of them even, it's all been fair use. YouTube's copyright system is just shit, and because I don't make money, I don't bother to fight them. One day, when it actually matters, I will have to fight those. Which is stupid, because every single use has been fair use. It's been wrong every time.
YouTube is shit in general.
That's true. Continue it.
Be right back, gonna put this on the TV since I made it home.
Have you just been like in a car this whole time? Has all the power gone out?
Hope your family watches. Yeah, Grass, he said something like that. I wasn't paying attention. Do you eat?
Do I eat? Of course I eat. The souls of humans. Mainly. I need a storage. How
This
long
guy
is-
hasn't yet.
How long I can build... iron. Yeah, I don't have iron.
There's a storage place right there.
Doesn't keep going. Yeah, I could do some of the brown ones. I want like a better storage.
Okay,
though.
I'm back, and why isn't he talking?
I am talking. What do you mean? Don't slander my ability to talk. How dare you?
He
We're gonna-
doesn't commentary much,
I can commentary.
but he is talking already.
I talk every once in a while, but there's also like there is a value to just some, you know, peaceful gameplay. Is this big enough for? I hope this is big enough. I haven't actually built the big printer yet, have I? This should be here. Get the large printer up. Forgot about this. 3 compound. You're gonna have to print some more compound. And you're out of power, of course you are.
Oh yes, the peaceful gameplay of industrialization.
It's incredible. Is the power increasing? Just barely. Having like 3 or 4 things running is like a bit too much for it. The power can't quite be sustained. Okay, let's pull these off. And here's the amazing thing, right? We grab one of these, full of wolframite.
Amazing.
I know, right? Grab one of these full of wolframite, stick it on there. Fuck you.
Set.
And any moment now, ready? Ready? Watching. Ta-da. Now it'll automatically output, smelt, and then throw it into the other one. So now we're going to turn all of our wolframite straight into tungsten and throw it into the container.
History fun fact, when cars were still really new, there were only 2 cars in the state of Ohio and they somehow managed to crash into each other.
What the fuck? How did the first 2 cars in Ohio crash into each other? How the fuck did that happen? I mean, I guess nobody knew how to drive back then. Which is an interesting concept. Can we find, like, a single copper, perhaps? What are the odds of me finding 1 copper?
Did anyone get hurt?
I mean, they probably crashed at, like, 20 kilometers an hour. They couldn't have been going that fast. I mean, I guess old cars were actually pretty powerful.
Amen.
I have no tethers. Fuck me. Luckily, my thing is right here. We're going the other way. We're looking for copper.
WTF is a kilometer, the average American. Why aren't you going insane with the isolation?
More sphalerite. What do you see down there? That's power extenders. That's the thing we need. Debris, debris. Power extenders.
Car.
I've never seen it glow green before. Is that because the northern lights? Do the northern lights make the ammonia glow green? Very interesting if so. I've never seen that. Don't get stuck in a hole. Anyone see any
Oh, that's what I
indication
smell.
of alien life? Yeah, that's good enough. Any complaints can be taken out with management.
I see alien life. You should touch those plants.
I swear to God, if like the first time humans go to space, someone just walks up and touches the fucking plant. Is there a fucking Geiger counter here? Yes, in there. Congratulations, you put a Geiger counter on radioactive material. Is that? That's something. It's rocks. That is a queen? A rook. Oh!
If you go into an alien planet, you should taste everything.
What is that? Huh? That's home. What is that? I mean, hey, more power extenders, and a solar panel is amazing.
Home from the other Sid.
It's literally not, though.
That'll most likely gonna touch the first alien type thing because for science or something.
Yeah, but, like, don't immediately go touch it and get yourself killed. A very unfortunate way for humanity to start its space journey.
Sounds like a good idea.
We have successfully reached the underside of Titan. Or the inside of Titan. Oh, good job, men. What have you found? Oh, well, there's this cool, spiky thing. I think I'm gonna put my hand on it. I'm not
How
lost,
else could
am
you
I?
tell if something is poisonous?
How have I gotten lost already? This is quite bad. Tethers like stop glowing at such short distances. You just get lost so easily. Why do I have like random glass on me? Let's go see what this thing is. Piqued my interest.
I was hoping those plants had a bigger range.
No, it's not actually all that big. Is that gonna roll into the pit? I do know what their range is. You go around the ammonia.
NGL, now that I think about it, the way we found out which stuff is dangerous to humans did involve so much death.
Vehicle data recorder
What's
on
wrong with the
Decibel.
little ammonia?
Where is the... Find vehicle data recorder on Decibel.
CT, that's what makes it so fun.
Blow up data recorder, retrieve an exochip.
It's like Russian roulette with 5 bullets.
It's just a data recorder. And some... Oh, there's a bunch of dynamite, though. Ooh. There's a split in the world. You seen that? Oh, there's that thing. I don't know where to get power out here. We'll come back to those.
I'm seeing the giant thing.
Don't fall. You go on there. I don't have a use for the chips yet, though. Did I bury a tether? Yes, and it's gone to the void. Okay.
What are you gonna blow up?
That needs power. More of these. Am I carrying any more? No.
You know what we can do with all of these explosive? What is that? Do a plant. Genocide.
No. I'm not gonna go murder all the plants. Calm down. I can't move it while there's dynamite on it. This is very annoying. That will be left here. I can't move it anyway. I don't have room for chips.
Can we build stuff with the explosives or they can't be turned into something else?
We'll come back for those. They just blow stuff up. They don't really have other uses. You blow stuff up, you can maybe mine with it. I mean, on the bright side, we always know... get it, bright side. We always know where our base is, because we know it's, like, around under the northern. That's what those do. I think we can survive a hit with the plants, so we could do that as well if you wanted. That would be a foolish idea.
Finally.
What do you stop? Don't do that.
Thank you for being a dummy.
What did I do to make me a dummy? This feels to be a nice area to actually build the things.
Touch the plant OFC.
Oh no, I touched the geyser, not the plants. Don't be confused. Don't misconstrue things.
But you said you'll do it.
I said maybe you can survive a hit. If I even said that. That doesn't mean I'm going to throw myself into one. That was me acknowledging that maybe I could survive not walking into one.
Test it out.
I'm not going to do that, though. Because it will result in my painful death.
But that sounds fun.
My painful death? That's fun to you.
What's the worst that can happen besides death?
I mean, you're not wrong, right? You can't just, like, accidentally be tortured or anything, you know? Just death. I mean, I guess there's
Is that a trick
ways.
question?
Okay, there's one, and we don't have the copper for a second. We have these, but no copper. Can I smelt these down? No. Well, without copper, we can't make aluminum alloy. Without aluminum alloy, we can't make a bigger ship. Which means we can't bring back 2 cases of stuff. Actually, yeah, we can. I'm an idiot. No, we can't. I'm stupid. You're stupider than I thought.
Go back.
We need the copper.
Make 4 trips.
That's a waste of materials. That's what we're trying to avoid. What do you not understand about this? Aluminum. Of course.
Waste of what?
Everything, Kevin. Those are over there for some reason. Can I package one of these with resources inside?
I guess. Do you have plans for next week?
Oh, look at that. Look how nicely that fits. It's lovely. Next week. One will be Stardew, one will be Astroneer, one will be, I don't know. Hang on, stop that. There's 2 in here. This is very important, right?
Dang, mix it up a little bit. That was this week.
That's kind of what it's just gonna, like, be while we're playing through games,
How
right?
about Among Us?
Play Among Us? No, it will not let you activate the packager while there are things inside. What did I say? Fuck me. You suck your contents back in, mister. now I just have this. That can never happen again. I mean, we could we didn't do Rain World this week, right? We can mix it up like that. Do some Rain World.
I thought you trapped yourself.
I was worried I was falling to the floor. Yeah. Having the 2 solar panels is gonna make a big difference.
Oh yeah, I love Rain World. I will totally be there. Oh wait, Ken hasn't seen us destroy the fabric of reality in this game.
Yeah, he hasn't seen that. With the 2 solar panels and the small ones, with like the 2 medium and the 2 small, we should be able to fully fill the batteries every time. Here comes the shadow and the batteries are full. By the time that the solar panels actually go off, power's looking good.
Break the game grass.
I don't have a thing for it. We'll have to go back before I can do it. Well, is there anything else we're doing? I can like leave it here. I mean, there's the power stuff. I could put the power up on the cliff like I said I wanted to. Yeah, why not?
What are you doing?
Power adjustments. It'll make our solar stronger.
Right.
Ah!
Jump scurry.
Jump scurry. Of course. Is it bad if my sneezes hurt my throat? So from up here, the solar panels will be more effective.
Do you think we can power up the solar panel with our flashlight, even though I think that's not how they even work?
No.
Probably.
No, I said no. You've seen this fail to work. You've seen that not be how it works. That'd be an interesting way to convert player, like, time and use into power. Just force you to stand in front of your solar panel to keep things running. So from up here, these will stay on for longer and be off for less amount of time. That's the same thing, I do realize. Silva, oddly enough, does not actually block the sun. That doesn't count as a shadow. But it'll take longer for the proper shadows to reach these things. You can see down there.
Grass, why don't you play VR horror games?
Here they take longer. So the higher these are, and the less of like this mountainy terrain that's right in front of it, the longer these can stay on for. And coming up on the other side, it'll also, like, as soon as the sun's here, right? So, like, you see this point in the sun, right? It's pretty much horizontal to me. That's when they'll come on. Whereas down here, the sun had to be way up there. Sorry. Way up there.
Grass, I think we know how light works.
This is optics, Ken. Have you taken a professional optics course, Ken? I'm a physicist. I know how these things work. You were asking if you could power a solar panel with a flashlight a moment ago. Do you know nothing of entropy and radiation, Ken?
Ignore the part where CT suggested to use a flashlight.
Casually ignore that part. Don't worry about that bit. Don't worry about it. We're just joking to make sure you understand how thermal radiation works.
Yeah, I'm not here, just ignore me.
Yeah, well, without copper, I mean, this is the best we can do pretty much without copper. Technically, we can do a little bit better.
You clearly have to use the power from the solar panels to power the flashlight to have infinite power.
It's genius. Why is this not on? It has power on that spot. Why is this not on? Excuse me? Okay, weird. Oh yeah, just turn off and we lose power too. Don't mind the other stuff like this, and this can keep going.
So when is the VR horror game live stream?
Never. Never is a good time frame. Never is the best time.
How about we get rid of the horror part?
That is as much of this as I can carry, pretty much. As much as I'm willing to part ways with. I'll need to get my light and the other things back afterwards. So we can bring this and what's on our ship back, and that's all we can bring. So that'll be a good amount of this resource.
What fun VR games is there that isn't horror? I don't know.
Super Hot, Skyrim, well... This is as much stuff as we can actually bring back, but I think we're done then. Okay, let's go. This will just keep researching the last thing. It's got 300 more bytes.
Super Hot, yeah.
Don't have that game, though. As far as I'm aware, I think Hollow Knight does like weirdly does minor amounts of VR. From what I've played Hollow Knight in VR, it seems like some of the things pop out a bit more. As though, like, just a few of them pop out of the screen. Like, Hollow Knight
How the hell?
Hollow Knight still only appears as a 2D box, right? So when you play a VR game, when you play a game in VR that's not made with VR,
But WH. Why?
When you play a game that's not in VR, it just appears as a box, like a square grid in front of you, as though it's like displaying a TV screen. But in Hollow Knight, and this might have been a trick of the eyes, this might have been not real. I swear it looked like some of the flames in the Grim battle were popping out just a bit. And why that would be, I'm not sure. But Hollow Knight's constructed in a weird way, where I could see it being the code being interpreted that way somehow. Hollow Knight is constructed at, like, all of its objects are layered back. So they don't scroll at different rates, they just get layered physically back. So it looks really good, because everything is physically in a different layer. You're actually seeing things in different layers moving. So it's possible, for whatever reason, the VR has interpreted that code and that weird design as we can put the things in front. Like, because we physically know where it is, we
With
can line
VR,
up two eyes.
you can simulate yourself playing a game in front of a TV.
Exactly. But what it might mean for the VR is it can actually simulate two eyes and where they would be, and the two different spots you would see it on the screen. So it might actually be able to properly do that in VR because it's all physically lined up there. It's not a 2D screen, it is a physical 3D background. So you could realistically, with Hollow Knight, line up two eyes and have it appear 3D. You could actually do that, which is really cool. And it would look proper, so you could actually do that.
Layers.
Yeah, because it's all like, it's a bunch of layers, right? Like, there's a front layer and a medium layer and a back layer, and there's like dozens of these layers on each level. So you could line it up so that you just put two eyes next to each other and they can see all the layers at slightly different angles, and it would look 3D. So you can actually make the 2D game work in 3D just because of how Hollow Knight's constructed. And most 2D games you couldn't do that with. Like onions.
Like onions.
Like Shrek, exactly. So most 2D games you couldn't do that with, but with Hollow Knight, because of the specific way it's constructed, you actually can. That's full. That's completely full. That's a full 34. And I've got another 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have a total of 45 of this on us, which is actually pretty good. Okay. Now there's a beacon, and there is a ground thing for the landing pad. If I zoom in on Deslo, so that's the natural. That's not supposed to be natural. That shouldn't be a natural landing site.
Building to space would have been cheaper.
That's not a natural site. I don't know what's going on here. This is not a correct site. What is this? Landing pad. Why is this here? I don't know how there's a landing pad over there. This is not a natural site. There's a landing pad right there, game. Well, it'll be interesting to come back to Deslo and get hopelessly lost. At least we'll know just to run towards the Northern Lights. Yeah, why are there... Uh-oh. That one says home base, meaning that one's my actual one. What is this?
Well, that was fast.
There's a landing site over here. There's like there's random landing pads on the planets. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So we should head over there, because there might be a thing there that I actually want.
Could it be like a ruined landing pad? Like those rovers?
Yeah, it could be. Is it in that direction to be in? Would it be in that direction? Does anyone remember? Hang on. Pause. Someone find the orientation I was just in. Let's go find this, because there are some ruined
Now
landing
let's
pads.
break reality. This place sucks laughing.
How awful. Okay, what direction was it in?
Where's the walls?
Hang on. So it is like bottom right. I'm watching. Yes. Okay. It is somewhere over there to over there. It's in that range. Of course. Okay, well, welcome home. Everything's lame here. Look at these lame storages we got.
Are you gonna do something fun now?
You've been doing fun things the whole time.
Funny rock that mess with reality.
Oh, right, we can do that. Let's build one of those. You want reality messed with, Ken? Global stability is at 70%.
A reality stone.
Global stability is at 50%. Stability is at like 20%. Global stability is at 0.4%. It'll vary a bit.
Yay. Can we eat it?
Error. 100. And it should vary a bit around 100.
So this is why you think it's a simulation.
Yeah, I think it says specifically somewhere. Error, printer reboot initiated. Error. So we can live under the broken world for a while if you'd like. I'm sure none of those are going to come crash into the planet and kill us or anything. We're completely safe because
we already live in a Bork world. We live in a sock city.
A sock city. Yeah, I'll write that in my English exam. I got a weird email. This is why I was just slightly delayed for stream. I got an email talking about provincial exams. Specifically the provincial exams I've been excused from. Yeah. Oh yeah, those provincial exams, really? Ah.
Let me guess, you need to take them.
Because of because of the program I'm in, I get to skip provincial exams because I have a harder variant of exams at the end of the year. So I get to skip the January provincials. So I take harder exams later on, but I skip these ones. But I got an email nonetheless talking about the provincials that are mandatory for every student, even though that's not actually correct. Like, it blatantly said in the thing, these provincials are mandatory for every student in this course, which is just wrong, because I'm in that course. I guess technically I'm not in that course. Technically I'm in a slightly different course than that course. So I guess the thing about it being mandatory for everyone in that course wasn't wrong. Thing is, then why did I get the email? Oh yeah, it'll be mandatory for everyone in this course. So all the people not in this course are gonna get this notification.
Why does your school have your email in the first place?
Technically, it's my dad's email, actually. He got the email. It's my dad's email that they have. Why is this broken? Is the planet okay? Doesn't seem to be doing too good.
What's your dad's email?
No. Not gonna let you email my dad. Oh yeah, are you getting a message from Ken? Oh, don't worry about it. He's a good friend. He's a good friend. Hey Dad, I got you some new friends. They should all be emailing you any moment now.
I am.
Okay, so it's John
Grast@gmail.com.
It's actually John F. Kennedy at bulletinthebrain.com. Try emailing that and see what happens.
Got it.
What were you doing? I see dynamite. There's explosives on the ground over here that I left. Oh yeah, there's those two. Let's get copper. Do I have copper here somewhere? By any chance already? I probably brought the only copper I had. Yeah, looks like it. Well, let me grab a tethers.
Oh, I thought you were ending.
No. We have like half hour, right? Oh, we have no time. Oh, god damn it. I thought we had like a half hour yet. Game. Swear.
Nah.
Where have the minutes gone? Just a horn. Do I not have a light? I thought I had a second light.
Tell time to move slower.
Do I not have a light? No, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Check under the couches.
Can you stop? I might have been thinking of the wrong game, and I left my light behind.
I thought you had a car.
Honestly, it's only a tractor, and it's mainly for hauling. Well, let's hope I find something. The hell? Nice tree.
Check the other planet. 2 more days till Christmas. 3.
Oh yeah, there is only 2 more, isn't there? What? Okay. That was a little broken for a moment there. I'm out of tethers. Light, light, light. Come on, give me a light. What do you mean you're empty? I don't know if I've ever seen that. I didn't know they could be empty. Must have gathered from that one already.
No Christmas stream then.
Tomorrow I can't do it. I should be able to do a Christmas stream. I think I have some sort of family thing I have to go to tomorrow, but... Ugh, family, ew. Come on, have a light. That's not a light, it's power cells. I should leave before I get hopelessly lost.
Having a life? You be a slave to YouTube. When the 24th, 25th or 26th?
I mean, today is the 23rd, right? The 24th is a Sunday, 25th is a Monday. So 27th is a Wednesday, that'd be the normal time. So I might just do like one on Monday. I might stream Monday. I don't know what we play Monday.
Among Us.
Christmas Among Us, that sounds horrible.
That would be a Christmas miracle.
That'd be Christmas hell.
Isn't the 28th Wednesday?
Today is the 23rd. Today is the 23rd. Sunday is the 24th. Monday is the 25th. 27th.
Oh no, I'm dumb.
Okay. Well, I need copper. Copper is the next time idea. I will stand next to this so I don't forget. We're gonna make... I guess I can also just start with... I'll start the stuff. Ceramic glass tungsten. I don't know if I have those. I don't have ceramic or glass. Do I have ceramic?
I probably won't be in the hollow one.
Yeah, do we play Hollow Knight for a little while yet? Maybe I've changed my mind. I think I might be done for today. We were just mining like this wall out, right? I think I will be done for today. I did want to play some Hollow Knight before I played this game, but obviously I hadn't actually played the games for 3 hours yet. Now I think I want to actually like go back and finish the history thing. So I'd be doing that tonight regardless, but I think I want to finish it now.
Yeah, I also wanna finish that. You still got school stuff on break? Damn.
Technically it was due like yesterday, but yeah, so I've got a history thing, then I've got another thing, and then I'm also doing like university like applications and scholarships and stuff. glass. Grab a tungsten. Why? Okay. And then just ceramic.
Why do you have so much corn?
Of the yellow stuff? Which one of these is corn? This? Green? Organic? I guess corn is organic. My corn is all natural. You know, I'll leave that running for next time.
Probably the yellow thing.
Yeah, so
Try switching games before leaving.
I haven't changed any settings, it'll just crash. I guarantee I haven't changed any settings, it will end the broadcast. I can see if I can change the broadcast settings. Let me give the outro just in case. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you like my content, if you like and subscribe, I will
What's wrong with crashing?
Not the right way to end the stream, I assume? I mean, nothing, I guess.
Welp, what's planned for next week?
One will be Astroneer, one will be Rain World. No, sorry. One will be Astroneer, one will be Stardew. Might do, like, more Stardew on Monday. I would like to get, like, actually get the Christmas thing around Christmas. I doubt we're actually gonna get that, though. There's not enough time. Would have needed to Stardew today as well. And for a longer amount of time. So let's do Stardew for one of them, Astroneer for one of them. We might do Rain World. We are one food thing away from Array in Rain World, right? We are very close to the last piece of food in Rain World, and I then kind of want to mess around with like the arena stuff, so we might do Arena Rain World. So not like going through Rain World, right? Just like finishing Gormand, and then doing arena stuff. Because apparently you can like spawn in slug pups and things. I don't know if I actually have that unlocked, though. So we can like mess around with the Rain World arena stuff. Because apparently you can like spawn in different enemies. And that could actually be quite fun.
Pretty sure that's a mod.
Is it? I think that's in Downpour, though. I think that's a thing in Downpour. Are there not, like, I think you can enable the dev tools in Downpour. I think that's a thing now. I think they've added that to the game. I think that's a Downpour thing.
Let rain slug pups.
And if that doesn't work, the other thing I do want to do is like I want to do a slug pups and scavengers, and I want to do some lizard taming. I'd like to do slug pups and lizards, and I'd like to see if I can get lizards and scavengers. Because optimally, I would like to have several tamed lizards, a pack of scavengers, and 2 kids.
And?
So I want to mess around. The next thing I want to do in that game is mess around with a bunch of those things. So I'd like to do some, individualized Rain World episodes on those things. Then maybe we go back and do...
2 kids.
Yeah, you can have 2. I'd like to do
Stream name for Rain World. Scrambled egg bugs is on the menu.
I like that. You gotta message me that in Discord and I might remember it. And then there is, after that... So I'd like to do those individual things of Rain World, like messing around with that stuff.
Aight.
Maybe doing some kids and scavenger stuff, but not actually doing another Rain World run yet. And then alongside Astroneer and Stardew, maybe we can also take a break from like Stardew after year 1 or something. If we wanted to like take a break, I would like to do I kind of want to go do the Death's Door Umbrella / achievements run. I'm tempted to do that. Because I think the Umbrella run in that game would be fun still. And like we found all the secrets and stuff, right? I don't remember where most of them are though. But we could do the Umbrella run and the rest of the achievements. And we could also play some Frostpunk. Frostpunk wouldn't be that bad. Like Frostpunk, we could easily knock out an entire thing in 3 hours. Because like the first time I ever played through Frostpunk, right? It took me like 8 hours, most of which was on pause. I would pause, I'd pace back and forth, thinking, what the hell am I supposed to do? But we could play some Frostpunk, and I could beat a whole campaign in 3 hours easily. Because I know what I'm doing now. Survival mode would still take a lot longer because it's like infinite stuff, and I've never beat a full thing like that. Oh yeah, I got that notification. But like through the normal campaign or the Seed Vault campaign, those are the only two I've actually played. I could beat those in 3 hours. And then we could play some more of the campaigns after that as well. So I'd like to do some Frostpunk and maybe an Umbrella Death Store after we do some of that individualized Rain World stuff. But I do want to finish the Gormand run and then do some messing around with the kids and scavs. And then we'll take a break and do some, again, like Frostpunk or Death Store. And then we'll come back and do a Spearmaster run. And I kind of do actually want to, like,
You sure the umbrella is a good idea?
I think we can do it. There's an achievement for doing an umbrella run, so it's definitely possible. I'm not worried. And then the other thing would be... The other thing is, what was I going to say? Fuck. I want to play some action. I do want to play some more Skyrim. I want to play some more Skyrim and Minecraft. I got to figure out...
Sure, it could be possible, but it could be painful.
I want to play some Skyrim. I want to play some Minecraft. The thing is, I think we're going to have to reset the Skyrim account again. For the Skyrim thing, I think we're going to have to... Because it's a different account now. I think we're going to have to reset the Skyrim account again. So we're going to have to go back through collecting all of our things. So we're going to lose all the progress, have to go back through collecting like the Ice Shout and the Healing Hands and all the things we actually need in that game for the Legendary difficulty. Which I'm fine with, but that's a little annoying. And Minecraft, I still gotta figure out how to move the save file. I did look at that, I don't know how to do it. Oh, and I also want to play some Minecraft minigames, because apparently those are still available.
Speedrun getting all your stuff.
Speedrun the stuff. Apparently, so now we should be able to play those old games. Now that we have the primary on this thing, we should be able to load up Minecraft and play those games. So we should be able to play the PS3 era games. And we can see if we can find anyone in any of those lobbies.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, it's the Minecraft PS3. It's the old Minecraft, as they call it. PS3 Minecraft, where they stopped updating it in 1.6. So like 1.6, I believe, is the Ocean update. The Ocean update was the last update that game got. Old Minecraft, PS3 Minecraft doesn't go further than 1.6, which is actually pretty nice. You get good villager deals. I think I don't know. Because that was still before Village and Pillage, even.
I don't have Minecraft PS4.
You only need Minecraft PS3. So I'd like to go back and play some of those. I want to see if I want to see if anyone still plays Battle and Tumble. Because those are fun, but I don't know if anyone's actually going to play them or not. The fact that they're available from PS4 means they might be played. Because if they were just PS3, I think they'd be long since dead. But the fact they are available on PS4 means they might just have enough players to get a lobby going. There's this weird story I have from that game. Everyone loved to mess around in those lobbies. I do remember like finding a lot of secrets in those lobbies, because it was always just like find the secrets in those things, right? And what could you do in the time before the next game started? I remember quite fondly the first one, and then they paved over it, and they gave it like a tunnel down to the bottom one still when they did the second. I also remember a couple of the maps. I remember a lot of the maps fairly well. Even just the original maps, I remember them quite well. They were good maps. They were good for battle, like for just like simple battles. I remember at one point I wrote down someone's name. I had done the thing where it's like, let's not murder each other, and like crouching at someone. So in that game, you would spam crouch at someone to have them like try and team or have them not kill you. I remember I wrote down someone's like gamer name. I was like, I've crouched this person before. They're a friend now. And I never saw them again. So I now have XX_Olanda_XX.
Peace crouching is very popular.
Of course, yes. XX_Olanda_XX. Ingrained in my mind. Because I wrote it down one time. I would
Leaked.
like to go back and play. Leaked. Grass, you can't say that. You're gonna dox someone. Oh, sorry, guys. Who knows? It's certainly a possibility, right? I become some big YouTuber, some big billionaire for some reason, right? And everyone knows my name, and then I just call to action. If you were XXOlanda XX, and if you crouched with me in that game from like a decade ago at this point, we gotta go back and play some old battle mode. Yeah, so I want to play some Minecraft battle mode at some. That might be what we do next week. That might be the next week instead. Next week might be Stardew, Astroneer, and old Minecraft battle mode and Tumble. I don't really like Glide. We probably won't do Glide, or very limited at least. But we can do Battle and Tumble. So maybe that would be the third thing next week.
What about multiplayer survival?
We could do multiplayer survival at some point. That would be fun. We would need a server and everything set up for that, though. There is also, I don't know how this is going to work. They are currently at my school. For our you know I'm in the advanced class, right? The advanced classes are currently setting up a Minecraft server. So I'm going to be playing in that at some point, and I'm probably not going to stream that because I don't know how many things I can fuck up with that. Maybe we might stream it eventually if once we figure out how it works. But they're setting they're setting up a class Minecraft server.
Can I join?
No. A program Minecraft server.
Oh man, I was gonna say to stream it.
We might. We'll see. It's gonna be a program Minecraft server. I might ask them how they feel about that, but at some point in the new year, they're gonna have that set up. And they're trying to get a Bedrock implementation for it. They're trying to get a Bedrock implementation. They're not sure if they'll be able to. If they are, if they can get the Bedrock thing working, which I'm going to really encourage my friend to try and get working, because I really want to be able to play with them. But Bedrock is the only way to be able to. So I really want them to get this Bedrock thing going, and if we can, then I can play Minecraft with them.
Names leaking?
I doubt it will be an issue. I will ask him about it. I doubt it will be an issue. But there is possibilities of like just disabling the chat maybe might be an option. I will talk to them about it if they get Bedrock working, which is still not sure. If they get Bedrock working, I will ask them what they feel about it and if they're okay with it. Because it might just be like a case of best to not worry about it. Yeah, that's the other problem. Is it going to be names? I assume most of the names are just going to be like, it's the gamer name, right? And it's not going to matter. It's like the Minecraft account name.
Screw it, I'ma chug this drink I have and I'ma not be able to sleep for the whole night.
Fuck it, I'm drinking a load of coffee. Yeah, so I can ask them and see how we feel about that, or how it'll work. There is maybe also the possibility of just like, if I stream it because it's a server, right?
I wouldn't risk it with the names.
That is a possibility. The other possibility is just like, if it's at midnight, right? If I disable the chat, then it's just midnight, and I do it at like 2 a.m., which is a ridiculous time, right? Then it's a possibility, right? Like Saturday 2 a.m., because there's no school or anything the next morning then.
200 mg of caffeine.
That's a lot of caffeine. Then we might just be able to do like a world tour at some point. Of like, here's all the stuff we built. Although that'd still be problematic of like, if people written things on signs. I will talk to them at some point and we'll see what the plan is. Or if it's just a, no, we're not going to do that. So we'll see about that. But I think next week I like the idea of Stardew, Astroneer, and old Minecraft battle mode. And then the week after that at some point we'll do Slugcats. Or at some point. I might do more streams next week as well. I might do extra streams next week.
That's also kinda boring. Where's the PvP and hardship?
I don't know. Maybe we can build a battle arena. We can battle my friends. The Grassman Battle Tournament. In the IB server.
What's a normal amount of caffeine according to you guys?
None. I don't drink caffeine at all. As I've gotten older, it's gotten weird. Like, as I go into high school, it's like, people are genuinely, like, non-jokingly drinking caffeine now.
I don't check.
Coffee is like a thing my friends drink, which seems so wrong. And they vape. They vape now. Some of them smoke, which is like forbidden, but like they actually do the things that we've been told not to do.
I'm
Coffee was
not
the most
drinking
jarring.
coffee. What's wrong with coffee?
Coffee was never told as like something you shouldn't do. Problem is it messes with your sleep cycle more than it should. Like generally what you want to be able to do is just go to sleep whenever and preferably at the best times. And like if you need to stay up to 12, just stay up till 12, right? You should never really be staying up past 12 anyway, so you shouldn't need coffee. And if you need to be staying up till 12, you should just get semi-used to that and sleep however much you
Forbidden
need.
sounds too bloody ancient.
Forbidden. The forbidden cigarettes. The forbidden vape. Alcohol. Like, also just the other thing is, like, the ridiculous amount of money you will waste on it, right? Like, how many cups of coffee are you drinking per day, and how expensive is that, right? On average, I spend $0 per day. I spend $0 per day on my stuff, right? I don't do like four of the worst things you can spend money on: cigarettes, coffee, alcohol, gambling. It's all addictive. It's all addictive, and it's all a horrible waste of money. Gambling, you can lose so much money so fast. Coffee, you will spend at least several dollars a day on your coffee. Same with cigarettes. Every packet of cigarettes is you're hurting yourself and you're wasting your money.
Grass
And
people
alcohol is
use
similar.
money to drink and eat stuff they like.
Yeah, but like just because you like cigarettes doesn't mean it's good. Alcohol makes you drunk. Like I understand the appeal of alcohol, but at the rate at which some people drink it, right? When you're addicted to alcohol, like it's so much money. Cutting an addiction, really? Like I'm certain one of the reasons people are so like people who are so poor, people who are poor have are more likely to have addictions is like the other way around. Of if you are using those things, you are less likely to have more money. It is absolutely
Kids
still
really need to be more secretive when talking about dealers and stuff because I eavesdropped and knew a few dealers back in middle school.
Why? What? No. The
Emoji face with raised eyebrow.
You didn't let me finish. Or are you talking to CT? That is concerning. Most of it is like minimum wage problems, right? And just like unaffordable housing. But a large part of it is like not knowing how to properly spend money. Like, if you are struggling to get by, like if you can cut gambling, alcohol,
Of course
smoking.
I didn't go to them, I just knew who were.
Yeah. If you're like struggling with money, if you can cut gambling, alcohol, smoking. What was the other one I said? Cigarettes? Or no. Smoking, gambling, alcohol, coffee,
Be right back.
and any sort of drug. Cut those 5, and you will suddenly not be struggling with money. And the other problem with caffeine, right? It's addicting, so you're forever stuck on it once you're on it, right? You will forever struggle to sleep, or at least for a long time struggle to sleep, if you start using coffee and then stop. So I'm just never going to start using coffee, and then it's never a problem. I will just never drink coffee, and I will just be better. I will just plan things properly so I never have to pull all-nighters. Just don't start drinking coffee, and then it's never a problem. I had coffee once, and it tasted horrible anyway. Coffee just doesn't taste good for me. Similarly, a beer, I've had one beer, and it sucks. Beer tastes awful. And I had, like, the lightest possible form of beer. It's one of the weakest beers. It's so watered down, and it sucks. Tastes terrible. I've never done drugs. I've never gambled. I've never
Sure,
smoked.
some addictions could play a part with money problems, but coffee? Back.
How much money do you... So what is the minimum wage in America, right? $7 an hour? How much does a coffee cost? $2 or $3 per coffee? If you're having 2-3 coffees a day, that's an extra just $6 you would have had. That's not a lot, but like $6 is a couple of meals. Like a loaf of bread is $3, right? A box of crackers is $3, right?
What if you use the coffee to make the money?
That's just
I never
working
gambled.
then.
Grass gambles in Stardew.
I've never gambled with real money. Sorry. I don't see the point in gambling. I think gambling is gonna die off. Actually, I mean it'll depend. It's gonna be a weird thing at some point, right?
I
Of like, which of these things die off? Like, smoking. People who smoke are going to be more likely to have less money, be poorer, be worse off in general.
Big claim.
Like, more successful people will not smoke in the future. And that's like, and smarter people are more likely to be more successful, smarter people are less likely to smoke. I have a feeling a lot of these things are going to die off. I feel smoking is going to fairly easily and already has been, especially with like knowledge that it's just bad. Especially once a lot of the older people now die off. Younger people are smoking less and less and less, right? I have a feeling at some point...
Well, I'm done with my energy drink of 200 mg of caffeine.
Oh, an energy drink. I drink energy drinks. Caffeine and coffee are different, I guess. I still drink energy drinks, though. Not super heavy caffeine ones, though. So smoking has already died off fast. My prediction is smoking, right? I think...
You think people are rational, and younger people stopped smoking to take vapes.
Yes, and that'll be its own problem, unfortunately. But even then, I think most people still, still a lot of young people have realized that, like, vaping is very similar to smoking. Science is saying the same thing. I think vaping was a problem. It's going to die off. It's still going to be a problem for a while, but I think it's going to still die off at some point. Like, sooner than we're thinking otherwise. So my prediction is... my prediction, right, is... It's going... as, like, in, like, 40-something years, right? As the older people all die off and more young people are coming in, smoking will get less and less popular, and then governments will finally have the force now to ban it fully. Because right now they're trying to discourage it, but they don't want to get, like, sued. Part of it was, like, there have been, like, cases of tobacco companies suing governments for banning it, and also it's just, like, you don't want it to become a black market thing, because it will absolutely become that. Once enough people stop smoking, I think governments will be able to ban it. And then smoking will actually become a thing that's just gone now. So my prediction is it'll become less and less popular, and then governments will finally be able to take the step banning it. I think vaping will probably follow a similar curve of, like, yeah, this was stupid, we need to actually ban this. Gambling is controlled. Gambling and alcohol are regulated by the government. So I don't know if they'll ever go away. Alcohol I don't see going away. I see it decreasing in popularity. I don't see it going away. Gambling I see a similar thing with. But what my prediction is for gambling, I predict gambling is going to go 1, more online, and 2, with fake money. I think gambling is going to turn into, it's a fake currency. So it's like you log in and you get this much currency, and then you can just gamble with that currency with other people with this fake currency online. I think it's going to go away from real money, though. I think just generally as people get smarter with better education, like gambling amounts will decrease. At the same time, there will always be dumb people willing to spend, but I think it's going to go down. The other thing is, like, rational people still gamble every once in a while. Thing is, so I think gambling is ultimately going to stick around. But the way I see it, right, like, gambling, I can spend, like, you know, a couple $100 in a couple hours of gambling, right? Or I can spend $30 to get Stardew Valley and spend a couple hundred hours for a couple
hours.
Hours.
People gamble to get money and because you're desperate.
But you don't win money.
Gambling is ultimate fun.
That's the only thing it is. Gambling is fun. But, like, gambling is fun if you can see it in that way, right? But the way I see gambling, I don't see it as actually, like, a way to get fun, because all I'd ever think about is the money, right? Like, I lost, I've never lost this, but let's, hypothetically, right? I leave the casino, I've lost $200 in 2 hours, right? It's something like that, right? You lose a lot of money.
Everyone is different.
Yeah. Whereas with this, right, I can spend $30 in a video game and get hundreds of hours of fun. Hollow Knight, like, it's what, $120 for the PS4 Game Pass? Or PS4 Plus? I'm thinking Xbox Game Pass, right? It's like $100 a year for those things, right? You get so many games. One of them as Hollow Knight, right? Hollow Knight paid for that pass for the year. I've spent like 600 probably hours in Hollow Knight. For $120, divide 600 hours by that much, right? Like, what is that actual calculation? And realistically, Hollow Knight's $30. So let's say $30. So 600 hours divided by $30. That is $20, not even. That's 20 hours per dollar. 20 hours of content per dollar, whereas I could instead lose $100 an hour at a casino. That is such a giant difference in value. I would vastly prefer video games. At some point, the electricity cost surpasses the game cost per hour. And that I might have reached that point, actually, even. Like, $20, like, 20 hours per dollar? 20 hours probably costs more than $1 in electricity bills.
I always make profit in games where I gamble in, like I enter a casino, arcade, in flashed bowie with only 1 3 coins and exits with 9 coins.
But that's the thing. In game casinos, you actually have a chance
You
of winning.
have a lot of faith in humans.
Game casinos you are at least somewhat more likely to win, right? Luigi Poker, I've played a load of Luigi Poker. RT played Luigi Poker in Super Mario 64 today. You are more likely statistically to win. That is the only real time I've properly gambled. But that's because you can win money. You actually win the coins. So I got up to like 9,000 coins in that game. On my DS, I have like 9,000 coins on that game. Because it's possible to win money. It's in your favor if you just bet the max, right? That game is in your favor. You are more likely to win by doing the optimal strategy. But like even at casino games, right? Casinos run the poker. They don't participate in the poker, right? And other casino things are all stacked against you. You will always statistically lose money. The only way the casino exists is because it's making money, right? This actually works quite well. Casino is a government job, which actually means it has really good like employment prospects. Because you'll be working for the government, you get really good healthcare coverage, at least in Canada. And working for a casino makes you ineligible to gamble. So oddly enough, right? Casino is actually a really good place, and I've been considering this, looking into how I can do this. Casino is a really good place to work for someone who doesn't plan to gamble. Because you get really good benefits, and you don't want to gamble anyway. So casino is actually, like, as much as I, like, despise casinos for, like, taking people's money, it's a good spot to work. For someone who doesn't gamble, a casino is a good place to be. It's really weird. But they've got, like, great healthcare. My parents both work at a casino, to be clear. As to, like, probably why, like, my parents don't gamble. We're, like, decently well off, my family, is my parents don't gamble. They can't gamble because they both work at casinos. So, like, and my dad is good with numbers. My dad...
Probably shouldn't say that. Both of your parents work at casinos.
They're obscure jobs, you wouldn't recognize them. Don't worry. They both have, like, very good experience in these fields. My mom is great at... My dad is great at math. My dad is great at cards. We always, like... He plays cards recreationally. And my family has a lot of, like, card stuff. We do, like... They'll have, like, card games. And they'll bet, like, you know, like, $10, right? For, like, the pot at, like, the Christmas things, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they get, like, a card game going at, like, the actual, like... I think it's tomorrow my family's getting together. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a card game going, right? My dad and my family know how, like, the card numbers work, right? My dad's actually good at that. My mom is very intelligent. I don't know specifically how well her, like... I mean, she's good at math. She's always been creative in her math solutions. What she would say is she would, like, solve the math problems wrong, right? Like, she'd do it the wrong way, but get the right answer. She wouldn't follow the right solution to how you're supposed to get there, but she'd get the solution by doing it her own way. And the teachers always be, like, confounded as to how are you getting the right answers when you're doing it so wrong. But it's a solution, it's a way to get there. And I'm also just very good at numbers and math. I understand the basic concept of, you know, probability. You know, if you're going to go to the casino, you may as well do it once.
Skills.
You may as well do it once and never again. And then that's going to be you win money or you lose money. But if you do it repeatedly, you will lose money over time. So the only reason to ever go to a casino is to do it once, make some money, and then never go back. And that's if you make money the first time, which you're still less likely to do. The other thing my mom knows, like, smart ways to gamble. The way you're supposed to gamble, according to her, the actual smart way, you have some set amount of money. You're only going to spend, like, this $20. You're not reaching into your wallet, nothing like that. $20, and every time you make money, you put $1 away in your pocket. And that's the only way you'll ever walk away with money. Otherwise, you will gamble yourself to a loss. And then, sometimes you will lose, but sometimes you will win. Sometimes you will get enough money, you'll play with that $20, but you'll get enough dollars back in your pocket that you just, by the end, you've walked away, maybe $5 left, but maybe you had like 16 in there. So maybe you've made some money, or if you've lost some money, right? Now you had $10 in your pocket, but you lost 20, well, you only lost 10, and you're not reaching anywhere for more money. So you put some money away when you're making money, when you lose money, you do nothing, and then that's that. And then maybe you'll win money, but you never reach in for more. And even then, it will still be a net negative on average. So, don't go to a casino expecting to win. Any money you bring into a casino, you should expect to lose, and you should expect your time to not be worth it, right? Food is the only thing that's worth it in a casino, right? Food and alcohol in a casino are very, cheap. Of course, again, are you going to a casino for food? Really? And restaurant casino food will generally still kind of be expensive. The casino food is supposed to be cheap. If it's expensive, they're doing it wrong. But, don't go to a casino to eat food. That's not what that's for.
Gambling food.
Gambling food, yeah. The food is cheap because they want you to come there and spend money. But it's not worth it it's not worth it because you'll still lose money so fast, right? $20 can get you a game that you can have at least 20 hours of content on it, right? $20 for a video game is a good price. In gaming, in general, I'd say you can get at least an hour per dollar. In the casino, hour per dollar is ridiculous. In a casino, you're getting at best $20 an hour.
Sounds like a good idea to go get food at a casino.
It is cheaper. It is decent ideas. Going to a casino restaurant is actually decent, but you have to not be tempted to go into the casino after that. How long ago did I end this stream? What time is it? Is it 9:30? Yeah, it's 9:40. Okay, well, I'll end this here. This is a nice talk. Yeah. Summary, don't waste money on things. Don't take a loan on a car as well. So just don't spend money on, smoking, alcohol, vaping, gambling, drugs, any of that. Don't wait.
Well,
coffee.
My prediction is that gambling will only get worse.
I think it's absolutely going to go down. I think gambling will decrease. Alcohol consumption will probably stay about the same. Alcohol I don't see really going anywhere. Alcohol is not that bad. I see it in general slightly decreasing as alcoholics and poorer populations decrease.
Wanna bet on it?
No. Nice try. I see gambling slightly decreasing. I see alcohol slightly decreasing. I see smoking really dying off and then governments banning it. Coffee I don't think is going anywhere. Coffee was like a revolution. Marijuana, oddly, has been kind of a revolution, too. Of, just different, coffee of letting people stay up and letting people think when they're ready to think has been really helpful, actually. Keeping people awake was coffee was a revolution in the world of science. Coffee and the scientific revolution, coincided for a reason. And there's kind of been similar things to that with, marijuana and stuff. Getting high in certain ways. I've never done drugs.
Weed has medical uses.
It does, yeah. But, even just in the realm of thinking, right? Certain kinds of drugs, certain mushrooms, certain, marijuana, can be used to, think in new ways, which is actually useful in some things, right? Mathematics requires you to think in weird ways sometimes. I don't know how many math discoveries have been made on marijuana. But it's certainly a possibility to solve some really hard thing, getting intentionally mildly high to think about your problem, to think about your math problem. I could see being something that happens in the future, or has happened already even. I don't intend to ever do it, but it's something I could see happening. So drugs, I see in general drugs going down. Again, a lot of it coincides with poverty. It's again, double-edged sword of it makes poverty worse to buy drugs, but also buying drugs is something that's more likely to happen if you're poor. Goes two ways. I see that decreasing again as poor populations decrease if the government's competent. Which, given the state of the world, global politics, and the approaching Third World War, I see unlikely. It's going to be very interesting to look back at this, right? If someone watches this, right, and just, brings it up in, 50 years, right? I'll be some, mild streamer at that point, and some professional and whatever as well. Someone will bring this up of, hey, go back, react to what you thought would happen, from 50 years ago. What did teenage you think would happen to the world? And we'll come back and it's oh yeah, okay, gambling prediction was wrong, drugs prediction was wrong, oh dear God. World War III prediction was right.
The person who made my profile picture made bets and he lost all of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. On average, you will lose to gambling. And, betting is a slightly different thing. Betting between two people is a slightly different thing, because you can, if you're actually smart, you can win those bets. Thing is, two smart people always want to bet on the same thing, or almost always. So bets I see as one thing where it's like it's not gambling, it's slightly different. Bets between people where there's no money leaking away to a casino,
It's like
maybe.
those 2020 prediction videos made like 50 years ago.
They're actually like surprisingly, they are fairly generally fairly accurate, right? Like it's like when they're done properly, right? When it's not like, oh, I could bet flying cars and this and that. A lot of it is like they predicted projectors and that happened. They predicted communications ease, which did happen. Not to like we got a lot more communications than we thought, but they predicted communication stuff, which we got. They predicted a lot of stuff with artificial intelligence of like this will be easier or this will exist. A lot of which we like 10 years ago wouldn't have existed, but now is getting there, or is at the point where it's just about, yeah, that's coming, right?
1100, I guess.
Not even. It's like, it's fairly accurate. Like, about like 75% of the predictions-ish were accurate. Flying cars, like we did, like, they never predicted flying cars, right? But like, we're not even trying for flying cars, right? We have helicopters. Helicopters are the flying car. And we don't bother using them because everything's in the ground, right? There's no reason to have a flying car. Until we start building more vertically with
Because
stronger
flying
materials.
cars is stupid.
It is. Until we start building more vertically, we don't need flying cars. And when we build more vertically anyway, we just have normal cars and then like elevators. There was never a reason for flying cars.
Pretty sure flying cars are already made.
They do have kind of flying cars. They're not very good. A lot of the predictions, if you actually look back at what real predictions were made by like intellectuals, right? By scientists, by professionals in their field, when you look at people who are making professional, actual like estimations of what it would be like, it's fairly accurate actually. I think like screens, TV stuff and video games and like mobile telephones were some of the predictions, and those things happened. One of the reasons this conversation is going so well is because I'm low. What's my blood sugar at? I'm 5.3 and straight down. I'm actually lower than that. I'm definitely already sub 4. So I'm going low, which is part of the
Back
reason
in the
this
day they
conversation's so cool.
predicted Among Us a lot.
No, they didn't. That's not true. It'll be interesting to see what comes in the future. I don't know what's coming next. Like, video games were genuinely a thing like very few people saw coming, right? Like you can generally predict, right? From 100 years, go back 100 years, right? And what are the predictions,
I'll
right?
show you a clip of someone saying Among Us back in the day.
Among Us was a words they used back in the day. It didn't mean they were referring to the video game.
How does low blood sugar lead to good talking?
Low blood sugar, it's like being drunk, somewhat. Like this is my own drunk, right? If I'll go low. Low blood sugar does weird things to the brain. You start thinking in that it's kind of again like drugs, right? It does weird things to the brain which lead you to think in abstract ways. Being low, what I found is it really simplifies.
Didn't they think that video games will never take off?
A lot of them said that, yeah. And going back even further, it is never expected to be a thing. They thought it would never take off, and going back further, they never thought it'd be a thing. But if you look at the progression of video games, it's very cool, right? Like nowadays, it's just like it's a guy chilling with some friends on, like, right? This is what like somewhat of what streaming maybe should be to at a certain level, right? It's me sitting with two friends in a chat, playing a cool space game, right? This is what video games are. This is what video games and streaming have become, and that's amazing. They've gotten to a great place, right? Like people didn't predict video games, but being able to just play a game and just sit here have some fun in a digital world.
Like that'll ever happened.
And a lot of people were saying like VR become the next big thing, but like VR is struggling, man. Like if you actually compare, like VR is not the next video game. It provides some interesting opportunities. It's got its niches. Beat Saber of VR is amazing. I absolutely see VR being used in like Beat Saber in the future. If the technology really improves, I see it absolutely being used for a lot of space stuff. I see it being used in like NASA stuff, right? I see it being used at that level. I see it being as like at some point someone they'll be, like get a proper VR going, a professional, really good VR, and using it to like explore space. I see it being used a lot in like once we get a better understanding of the brain to re-explore dreams. Dreams are really cool. I see a lot of stuff like
Not
record your
until
dream.
haptic feedback.
I see a lot of like record your dreams with this technology and then play them back. Go back and go through and watch yourself in your dream, and go through back, exist through your dream realm. I see that happening because I see that is technology that's all developing. But like I see metaverse, I don't see going anywhere. Ready Player One type VR, I don't see going anywhere. I think I think the VR can
Oh
improve.
god, that sounds horrible. Recording dreams.
It'd be so cool though. Like I can't draw, right? I can't draw. I can't make a video of something, but I have some dreams I would really love. There's a mind reading technology in general, right? Like I don't see mind reading going too far. Of like, please tell me what this person on my captain on my Star Trek ship is thinking, right? That's not a thing they have in Star Trek, but I don't see it like getting to that point. Maybe it could at some point, which would be problematic. But I do see it going to a point of like, I can think.
I'm thinking of the privacy concern.
Yeah, I do see it getting to a point of like, put on this helmet, and now just think about something and it exists, right? That is already a thing we can get to a degree of like, put on this helmet, think of a thing, and it can manifest. That is already a thing
There's
that
a
somewhat
VR
happens.
suit that makes you feel what your VR avatar feels like. If you get stabbed in VR, you feel like you actually got stabbed.
I could see that as an advanced suit as well. Where they would go with it, I don't know, but like, would that take off? Eh. Like they had that in Ready Player One, and it was a hindrance, right? It was bad in Ready Player One.
I think mind prediction could be a thing, like some AI scans your memory and predicts what you're thinking.
There already is that to a degree. Like that stuff again, it's all, like that's like neuropsychology, neurobiology. It's all developing. I do see that stuff going somewhere. I see a lot of like at some point putting a helmet and just like envision what you're thinking. I think it'll be really good for art. I suck at like I can't draw. I can't make a movie, right? But at some point, right, you'll be able to like with a combination because our brains already fill in a lot of details. You would need AI. You would need AI to fill in details, right? Because our brains fill in so many details and only think about so few things and so obscure. You would need AI to fill in details. I can see, like you put in this helmet, it'll mind read, it'll combine with AI, and now you can envision a movie. Now you can make your own movie just by thinking about stuff, right? I see that absolutely becoming a thing. But I think a lot of the VR stuff become more of a niche. I think it will actually be used. I think at some point you will get a VR to the level of go do whatever you want, right? Or simulations like what they have in Star Trek with like the simulation rooms. I see that stuff happening. I just don't see the entire world devolving into VR. I see it becoming like a video game thing where you can sit down, you can go into VR, and you can do your thing, right? But you're going to come out of it. You're still going to exist in the world. I don't think people have enough.
What if someone puts on the helmet on someone else by force?
That could be problematic. Could happen. We'll see. I don't see it becoming a thing of like robots manage everything and we only exist in a VR reality. I think people would get bored of that and would want to step back. So long as our biology complements us existing in the world, we're always going to want to exist in the world. To some degree, at least, right? We're always going to want, like, and there's always going to be that drive for nature, right? Even if AI gets that good to where it's mimicking perfectly nature, you're still going to want to go out into nature just because, like, the full experience of being away from it and, like, just you're walking physically through nature. Even if tech and stuff can perfectly recreate that, there's still going to be a uniqueness to going out and actually doing it. Of, like, driving out to a hiking trail and doing the hike. There's still going to be a uniqueness to that. So I don't see it going away.
You have to assume there'll be millions of people who would step in the pleasure cube.
Surely there would be. But, like, hey, we have online vegetables. We have online yellow vegetable stuff already. And that's a thing that billions of people use. Billions. Right? There is a multi-billion dollar, maybe not billions of people, millions of people? Probably tens at least of millions of people. And there's a billions of dollars of market around it. And a lot of people do that stuff for free. There's free access and there's like paid access. Corn is a $1 billion market. In both senses of the word. Actual vegetable corn, how much money does that make per year? How much money is in the corn industry? The vegetable corn industry. But it's a $1 billion market for the online stuff.
I don't know.
What's the global net profit of corn? Anyway, I should actually end this and like go eat something. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to my content, if you like and subscribe. This is a fun chat. I've lost like an hour here. I do have to. It's been another hour. Yeah, it's been 4 hours. I do have stuff I gotta go do. I'm gonna. My next steps, right? The last things I have to do. I'm done all the advice I got from like the check from my teacher. I gotta bring it to my mom. She's gonna do some stuff, and then it's a bunch of formatting. It's like I gotta get the bibliography and make sure my footnotes are actually in here properly, which I'm not sure if they are. So I gotta make sure my bibliography and footnotes, all my citing stuff is proper, and I gotta just like format it a bit, like double spacing, maybe center the title or center the title page, get the word count in there, bit of formal stuff, and then I should be able to submit it tonight or early tomorrow. And then I've got to do the work on the extended essay, which is another bag of worms. I might take a break. I mean, again, tomorrow I'm going to be like with family and stuff. But
See ya.
at some point, I got to do the essay thing. Then I got to do scholarships and stuff. I'm gonna actually get stuff done over Christmas. I want to get some work done, preliminary work done on my physics and math things. So, because otherwise you're doing that in January, and then you're kind of squishing everything together. I want to get that done partially over the break. I plan to work a lot over my break. Take not as much break time as I should.
Doing stuff.
But I plan to get a lot done over my winter break. Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to enjoy my content if you like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.